Something all right in here. Y'all all right? All right. So I saw the bell. Took ours. I said, they didn't read it. What happened? Everybody all right? Yes, I got to put my mic on. Good to be here. Yes, sir. Isn't that right? Where's Michelle? That's it, Michelle. Did I see Michelle? I swear to somebody. Did I see him? Michelle not here? I know I seen her. Somebody was registered for a code. I'm telling you. Where's Michelle? Is she out there? I'm a little loud. Oh, tell her I got somebody registered for a code. His name Anthony. Tony. It'll be Tony something. Send him a code. Just called from New York. I think I'm good. Y'all hear me? Yeah, I just called me from New York, so he's been listening about 10 years. And now these people starting to kind of consider. It's getting late, people. You know, the rioting and protesting is good for a time. It's definitely needed. You can't say it's not needed. Definitely needed. It's just you got to have an agenda. That's the only thing we don't have. We got the people angry, upset, and pissed off, and won't change, but you don't really know how to express what it is you want. So when you get through with that, you know, what's your real resolve? It's got to be an answer. You just can't go out here and just marching and burning and tearing up stuff. And what do you want? 3 officers arrested. So are we to believe that 3 policemen are responsible, or 4 policemen responsible for all of the deaths and murders and false imprisonment, the drugs in our neighborhood, destruction of our schools, the tearing up our home on 4 police officers? Or is it the system? That's what we got to get them to do. Everybody that comes out and talk to us and starts off with, you know, I'm with you, it's just the destruction, and that's code word for I'm with the system. That makes no sense. Makes no sense to have that conversation with us. We all know why those people out there. Don't have a conversation with somebody and wait. I'm kind of a little loud. Don't have a conversation with anybody and waste time with saying that it's a senseless march. That doesn't make sense. It's because of the destruction of the system. Those that are inherently racist, bigotry, and the bigots that work against us and not for us and for our destruction, our demise, that's why those people out there on the street. They know. You even see white people with signs. I think Damon post, I repost them. You know, white people let them know we're not with them. That's what we want from them. That's it. Just stay where you at. That's all we need to know. Because when everything started flying now, we just want to know where you at now. Y'all remember how many of y'all watched Bloodsport with Van Damme? Remember when he got blind, he got the referee won't know where he was. And everybody else on their mat, he kept whoa. All we need to know where you at. He threw the referee until he grabbed his belt. Okay, I need to know where you at. You need to get off this mat. So that's how we have to look at it. Let us know where you at now. So right now, we're in a bad situation. Don't listen to anybody say we need to go back to normalcy. No, that's another code word for stupidity. What was going on before they started marching? No, let's go back to normalcy. You see, this is insulting your intelligence. So you saying, let's get back to business. Let's go back to killing you. Stop fighting for your rights. Stop standing for your. So anybody come to you saying this, no, they're not one of us. They're against us. Y'all got it? Those people got just as much right to be on there. CNN can put another building up. CNN rating was down to 500-some thousand people. This is the best rate. This has helped CNN out. Don't let CNN ain't serving. You seen them go out there? Nope. CNN gonna be put back better, and they rating them went up. So this helped them out. Ain't that right? It's time for us to start profiting for us now. Yes, sir. Start letting these people make a fool out of y'all. I told y'all allow for these people. These people out here on our behalf, we had to come and keep Shabbat. Yeah. Ain't that right? When I say you get an agenda, I'm with you. Yeah. You just got to get an agenda. You just out here right now. What is your agenda? You in Atlanta, so let me get this straight. If 4 officers get charged with the murder of 1 man, then we going to come back home? Because we had a guy killed right here down in Brunswick, Georgia. Yeah, that's right. Right? Kentucky got a young lady was shot, and they came to the wrong home. Yep, that's right. She's dead. So we need to make sure, what is our agenda? That's right. The agenda I see, and some of the leaders are talking, I don't know who these black Negro leaders they talking to who's speaking for, you're not talking for me. That's right. We don't need no black female vice president. We need our own president. Yeah. We need our own government, our own rule. That's the only thing that makes sense for me. That's right. That's it. They get that on paper and say that's what we're going to do. And then we ain't got to do all of this. I assure you it's not that hard. You go to them and you let them know what your agenda is. This is what we're going to be doing. Okay? This ain't no, if you don't mind, if you would allow us to let her, those words you don't use. Nope. This is what we're going to be doing. Yep. Yeah. So they'll know right the real. This is a command. Yes, sir. We'll be policing ourselves. Yep. We'll be governing ourselves. Right. Y'all hear me? We'll be judging and incarcerating ourselves. Right. If you're one of us and you understand our plight, then you know how to deal with it. You already know we're on heightened alert. You already know we're in fear for our life. So you know how to come to us. And I know you're in fear of your life. So we have a mutual respect. Then we won't have a lot of the damage we're carrying. Because, I mean, even with the black officer, he got to worry about coming to the car where we say, here come that nigga, here come the cracker nigga. Now he got to come right. Everybody on heightened alert. Now he got to step to you because he looking at, I'm just doing a job. I ain't the one killing you. And you don't call me the cracker's boy. So this not finna go well. And I got a gun to stick. See what I'm saying? So once we can establish our own and have a mutual respect, I assure you the violence will decrease among us. Then we got to start working on how do we fix and we'll establish a mutual respect among each other. That's right. We got to. That's right. See, if you elect me and make me president, I'll get every home, every individual 100,000, every married couple two. I'll give y'all 200,000. You got to give people somewhere to start where we got a fair shot. That's it. That's the basic. That's what everybody, we can't start a society broke. That's right. That's right. That's just being honest. Every home, every black home, every individual 100,000. Now, if you got multiple wives, we can't do nothing with that. You're not finna get no 100,000 per wife. If you're a gigolo, you did to keep your hoes rolling, Josh. He just low, he ain't got the jiggle yet. And ain't no jiggle yet. He just at the low state, but he coming. Well, not right now, hopefully. But anyway, that's another joke. You think on that one later. But we can fix this. If you can get that, now that gives you a mean. Do you know how much difference it is when you're not dealing with the day-to-day bustle of survival? Trying to make ends meet? That already, when you're afraid of foreclosure being behind, disconnection, you're afraid of, not being able to get around or how you going to get your next meal. Don't you know that already put you in a state of where you're already defensive? Yeah. Don't you know how much equality and how much freedom and what help that does you when you look at them, you get up, today that ain't my struggle. That's right. I ain't got to rummage through no trash, try to get no bread. I mean, the country, you grow up, sugar sandwich. You only ate that because you like, that's what you had. You had to make do what you had to do. When we ran out of Kool-Aid, you took sugar, water, and vinegar. And we said we were making beer. We said, I got that beer. I mean, you create things because you don't have things that you want. Just little simple things. It was simple things. But how many of y'all ate sugar mayonnaise sandwiches? You don't eat that because you got stuff in that other eat. You eat it because that's what you got to later home. Isn't that right? And you hoping the afternoon hurry up and come, you can get away from the mayonnaise and the sugar. You don't eat no sugar sandwich. You got a whole 5-course meal on the table. You tell me, I want a sugar sandwich. No, I don't want no sugar sandwich. It look nasty when you think. Every time you think of sugar, it ain't nasty when you got food. So once you put our people in a better situation, don't you know that takes away a lot of hostility we have toward one another? Right. Once we sit down and a person, you can feel better about yourself. See, that's what they hadn't done. Yep. That's been part of what we've been deprived on. Our case is bigger than police brutality. Please don't let that be just the total focus of what our problem is. Let me tell you something. If they weren't killing us, they're killing us with the food in the stores that we're getting. If they weren't physically killing us, they're killing us in the fact that we are impoverished people. That's right. So if you just leave it about the police violence, listen, what about the people the police don't kill, but that make it to court, and when they go to court, they get a terrible sentence. Right. Or they get a bad deal at the table. Right. See, our problem is bigger than just the police killing us now. There are some other entities working that are giving the orders and command that a man feels good enough to walk out and draw his weapon and discharge it in an unarmed person. Someone is giving the orders. Now, as far as they talk about, the rebel rouser that got this whole thing going, the people, the outside agitators that's coming in, they're saying now these people are terrorists. I'm trying to figure out what do we call these people that's killing these people that were unarmed. So it's the same people then. They call the outside agitators terrorists? What do you call the people that's killing the unarmed people? Why are these officers never being called terrorists? Why are these judges that giving bad sentences that people don't deserve? Why aren't they called terrorists? Do you know the fear of an individual that's of color when you go to court and you stand before a judge of what that person can do to your life? Right. Somebody grabs your folder and throw it down and says, son, I got your whole life right here. Meaning whatever decision I make today can break you for the rest of your life. That's not terrorism. Dave, when you ever thinking, I ain't even worried about it, I'm going to get a fair shake. You already knew you were in the hands of somebody. Listen, all they got to do is make a call, and this is over with. We didn't know about appeals. They didn't teach us no stuff. When I went to court, you got what they gave you. White people know about appeals. Overturning cases. How many times stuff we ever had been overturned? That's not even an option for us. It's acceptable. That's the judge. That's what they said. That's what you get. So our problem is bigger than a couple of bullets being loose, bigger than a couple of chokes. And I'm not all minimizing the deaths. I'm just telling you that what's happening to our people is a bigger scale. The fact that you're on low-paying jobs because of a system. Yeah, that's right. You don't get the economic bailouts. You don't get to do the bankruptcy recovery that these people get. There's nothing really open for you. So to sit here and make it about these people hadn't talked to us. That's right. These people don't know what our real fears or what our ambitions or goals are. They just want to make white people think they control us, they bring us out, and they can make us go back in. I say when we go out, we don't come back in until we come in establishing. That's right. That's right. I want to go home, and our kids should be able to go home in the safety of. Isn't that right? Our women, our men, in the protection of. You're not afforded the same right. Listen, we live in a system where they use no-knock search warrants for you. That's right. That means you're not even afforded to even know why we're here. You go to a white person's house and knock, you wait for them to open. And then they ask you, can I help you? We have a warrant. From who? We have a warrant to search the property. Nigga, they just pop in. White folk, look at it. Because we can stop this right now. You know why we're going to stop this? There's not a judge's signature on him. This is a clerk. We didn't even know that. When you get a church, who know to look at how to read a search warrant and know a judge had to sign it and not a clerk? White people cut that off at the rip. Give it right back to them. Ain't no judge sign this order. White people don't do it. White people can stand in their face, put phones in their face, poke them, touch them, yell at them, and the worst crisis they call coronavirus. You know what I learned about coronavirus? And I appreciate Mr. Yahuwah. Coronavirus. We learned that the protection from coronavirus is called distancing and separation. Coronavirus been here. That's the only safe cure for coronavirus, separating and distancing. We should have been learned about coronavirus. We need complete separation from these people and distancing. That's what they tell you all the time. As soon as they see you, they say, sir, y'all got to keep a safe distance. Coronavirus. This is our opportunity. What we're learning from coronavirus is what we should have been doing white people a long time ago. I'm talking about the governmental. Y'all got it, because again, there are people that are out there that are for the cause of looking at it shouldn't have happened. Not only this murder, none of them should have happened. And they look at, you put all of us in a bag. And there's some white people that's out there, it ain't about being pro-black, it's about the fact of being pro-right. Let's be practical about it. Don't want to be about being pro-black. Let's make it about being pro-right. They put the color stigmatization out. Just be for what's right. I don't want you to be pro-black. I don't want you to go get a black shirt. I don't want you to say black. Just be for what's right. I don't have to go put on no shirt saying white lives matter. If I know of somebody from my community, my area, my people that's doing it and wrongfully killing white, I don't support it. I don't support you. You're not with me. That's not my plight. That's not my agenda. And I ain't going to go buy no shirt talking about I'm pro-white. If they doing it to Hispanic, I'm not going to go buy no shirt saying I'm pro-Hispanic. I'm just for what's right. And that's what we got to demand. Tell them we know what they're doing is about our color. We just got to hold them to what's right. When these news segments, these talking heads start trying to talk for us, you're not talking for us. Leisha Bottom Head, whatever her name, Bottom Booty, you're not talking for us. This woman say every night, every day you pray over your kids. You're the mayor of Atlanta. You don't have no control of what goes on in Atlanta. You can't train the diversity with the Atlanta Police Department and change it from being a majority white to adding more blacks in. You can't come in and dismount and reestablish and reassemble the police. You're the mayor. You can change the commissioner, the chief of police. You can rank people that had no rank. You're the mayor, and you have to pray over your kids. Then you're not the person we need to talk to. That's right. She said as soon as it happened, she called her 18-year-old son and said, "Come home now. You don't need to be on the street. It's not safe." You mean before the protesting it wasn't safe? And you telling these people out here now to come back in, they're only out there so your 18-year-old boy don't come to you in a casket, baby. Leisha Bottom Booty ain't got no sense to realize why you think these people, why do y'all think these people out here? They're talking about some rioters and some looters. What about the rioters and the looters that came to Africa? That's right. Are you serious? What about the rioters and looters that keep going back to Africa taking and stealing with uniforms on? The answer in America shows you they hadn't learned how to deal with us, nor do they respect us and care for us. Their answer to dealing with us is more military policing. Right. Tanks, firebombs, shooting. Trump just told him he's going to loose the dogs on us. We saw this in the 60s. These crackers had never came and said, we need to talk. We need to sit down and give you what you're asking for. We need to reestablish how the judicial system works on a majority. That's never the answer. Go home, come out when we tell you. Now you got to lock up earlier. Now you can't come out till later. And you're still being policed and governed by people that's killing you. New York just showed them a police officer. It's under investigation. Y'all saw he pushed that woman. She left her feet and hit the ground. Oh, he took it on himself to step past the crowd, to break rank from the police just to push her. Left her feet, landed, and hit the ground. They're going to do an investigation. Every time something on camera a police officer does, we got to wait on the investigation. You know, I was thinking about, how this could actually work, because you can learn from animals. I mean, if a fox break in the hen house and eat a chicken, I should wait and see it on tape for the other foxes to come out and look at the tape and get back with me. And once the other foxes agree that the fox on tape ate the chicken, then we should wait to go to court where a fox is going to be the judge and the other fox, and the fox that's guilty can get other foxes of here pure to sit on the jury, and they can all let me know what they come up with. Right. It made no sense, and it makes no sense for us to let them do any investigation. It makes no sense for us to let them incarcerate. It makes no sense for us to let them sentence. I sent you guys out, I sent on Twitter today, third-degree murder. It's only 3 states that had this up: Florida, Minnesota, and I think Kentucky. There's only 3 states that this law even exists. Attorneys have never heard of third-degree murder. It don't exist. See, they create stuff for white people. They use it. Conveniently, Minnesota pulled out something nobody uses. How you going to win? Because we let the fox sit around and investigate the fox. We let the fox do the autopsy. What the fox going to go and do? I'm going to shoot the fox. I'm going to kill this fox. Whoa, 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 whoa. That's not the way to do that. We can't do this like that. Let me look and examine. And the fox go get the chicken, see the fox teeth bites in it, the fox paw prints all in it. This chicken died from some type of intoxicant. And the false better, he talking and feather popping out his mouth. Because if I come back with a true verdict about this man is going to wind up killing me too. And what we need to do now is we need to take this body and take this fox and let the other foxes get it and let us look it over and get back with you. That's what we've been doing. That's how stupid we've been. See, if you can't win. Listen, the people are only doing what they're doing. They show you to insult you. We'll incarcerate him and create an old crime that we put aside to hide for white people. And see, you can't really use that law they use on them. I was reading up on it a little bit, that you actually have to, when you use this on somebody, you have to be able to show where other murders, heinous murders have been committed by that person when you use this law. You finna have a lot of problem with this law. See, that's how, I've been telling y'all, white people insult you. None of y'all even thought to look up third-degree murder, did you? That's why you pay me. That's why you pay me. When white people say stuff, don't be afraid to look it up, because you got it from somewhere. It should bother you that only 3 states even use it. Right. It should bother you that I told y'all this whole thing has already been fixed and done. Yep. This is going to be a sorry trial that's going to step the feds in. The feds could have stepped in at the first and charged that man with first-degree or second-degree murder off the rip. They left it to the states, so when they get it, it's always going to be minimized. Black folks going to start shouting and going home, we did it. Non-violent. They got niggas downtown cleaning up Atlanta, picking up glass, sweeping. Why these niggas wasn't clean up before Floyd died up in Minnesota? Why did he clean up nigga was down in Brunswick, Georgia, when that man was being shot down? White folks don't have no problem if you come out clean up stuff that they messed up. I watched video this morning for CNN. White people were starting a fire, and the camera was videoing them. They lit signs up and started throwing. Listen, you see their white faces. They got listen, throwing paper down, throwing the signs in about black light, burning up on a post, trying to burn a building up. I ain't see one police grab them. I ain't see nobody run out the crowd. I ain't see CNN say, wait a minute. These are whites doing this. The governor of Michigan already on order, he going to bring out the military for them. That's how they talk. That's how they treat us. Do you understand why it's important that we have to break away from these people? You don't even know how to talk to me. You don't know how to treat me. You don't understand my plight. There's no reason for us to be Americans. There's no reason for the Negro to still associate themselves with American anything other than doing business. Do like China, Russia. Listen, these people will say China had listen, they have admitted, confessed to China putting metal in their toys just so they can sicken kids in America. They have admitted even the paint that they put on their toys have a high concentrate of metal in them, so the kids will eat them and put them in their mouth, and it will cause a mental dysfunctionality. How many of y'all don't know this? America has complained about it. America has complained about the metal. They closed down American steel to buy China steel, which is left and is not comparable to the steel of American steel. Buildings have fallen because it's cheap steel, and they still buy it. They still let them ship their toys, and they still let their kids play with their poison. Although they accuse China of wrongdoing, they still do business with them. So I am accusing the cracker of wrongdoing, but I can do business with him. I'll trade dollar bill with you. I don't want your junk, though. Are they under China? Is China under them? But they still do business. White people don't do business with you, not on a fair shake. And you are the person being disrespected. You're the person that's being damaged. You're the person that's being marginalized. You're the person that's being criminalized. You're the person being demonized. So you got to start learning how to do business. Y'all got me? Yes, sir. I'm willing to go downtown. Yes, sir. That's right. I'm willing to go down there. We just got to get the agenda. Yeah. I can't have their body tore up and messed up. Y'all see that joker got knocked out and he threw that cell phone? Yeah. Listen, the police officer made a criminal move. You took private property and you defaced it and damaged it. That is a crime. The black man will only defend him. You have a right to defend your property. I ain't against him at all. I like to take him with me. I be pointing people, I say, you said, dude, he said he gonna throw your phone. I'm just be pointing people out. Dude said he gonna snatch your phone and throw it. Wait. I be like, man, I can't control the nigga. He crazy about that phone. I get that joker phone. I said, man, look at that father get his phone. Bow. He threw your phone. Ain't that right? I buy that joker a bunch of phones and just go downtown with it. For some reason, it looked like he don't play about that phone. I don't know if he had some nudie flicks on there or what it was. But, well, that was, I don't know what his screensaver was. But that man should have never grabbed that phone. And that joke was out so long, they had to pick him up. And I said, boy, that's some shit. Y'all said, listen, they had to carry that guy off later. I said, that joker, I tell you what, I said, God, they laid that joker. Listen, me and that nigga get together and take about 150 phones down there. There gonna be a lot of sleepers. They gonna like sleeper cells. Y'all all right? It's just time for change. It's time for change for the betterment and welfare of these kids. They need better. Y'all hear me? It's time for us to take on responsibility. And the truth of the matter, we've been the people that's really at fault why this is going on. Because we sat back dormant. We've allowed it to happen. We should have been organized and strategized. That 44-year-old man could have been at home. Even if he'd been in park, even if he'd been at home, whatever it had been, I'm not going to tell online and say, oh, he could have been something. Whatever he could have been, living is what I'm concerned about. We ain't got to go out and lie and say when they killed these baby, you could have killed the next side. You know, you could have killed you killed the person that could have been living. Don't let white people play us on that. It don't make no difference. He was homeless. If he was homeless, he was living, and that was his right to be homeless. See, that's all I do, go for right. Don't get in them. Don't let folks engage you in the ignorant conversation. Ain't like we killed somebody. Anybody living somebody. He deserved to live. The fact he cried out for his mother. That's how they do. That's how they do it. They let you know when no father could have been able to cry for his father. Should have been able to cry for father. Father should have made it go and get him up. Tell him, man, that's my boy. I'm here to get my son. You know what I'm saying? And get him up off of him. But that's how they work. That's why it was so easy for him to do, because he knew there was no father there. We got to fix our home situation. We got to fix our communication situation. And we got to desire and want more and better for ourselves. That's what white people have wanted. At any cost, all of American buildings can burn to the ground. All these stores can be looted, torn up, if it'll keep our lives alive. If it'll keep us living, I don't give a flying flip about their building. They don't give a flying flip about it. You tell me you're more worried and concerned about that building and not about the death of them, not about the strangulation of them. Like I said, these are pure execution. They've done this tactic ever since we've been here with them. Only thing, too, problem with those people down there, they should have been armed. The people they sending out to them, why they not sending unarmed troops down there? Because they let you know when you see arms coming down there, they don't down here for one reason, that's to kill you. Well, let you know the game ain't changed. That's just being honest. We don't owe these people now. Listen, we keep getting graded by racist people that have been going through any affliction. What are you going to? You're white. It doesn't happen to you. Of course it doesn't make sense because you're white. It makes sense to you that Target shouldn't burn down, that AutoZone shouldn't burn down, that stores shouldn't be looted, and TV shouldn't be taken. But for whatever reason, it makes sense that we should just get back to normalcy. The same normalcy that's got us out there on those lines. So you say normalcy to me, I got to say you one of them. Y'all got me? When they say we got to get back to law and order, is that what you call it when I get killed? When I hang in a jail cell, law and order? Huh? We got to get respect back. Think about, Coach, what are you saying? You're saying these buildings are burning and being torn down because of respect? Because of law and order? And because it was disrespect. That's right. Because there was never real law and order for us. That's right. And the fact that we're sitting down there and we letting them still take us off to jail. Yep. I just really would like to talk to these people and get to where it makes sense. If we're down here because of false imprisonment, incarceration, because of a disproportionate number of being murdered and killed unarmed, way over. They're going to white people being killed. That's white folk problem on now. If white folk getting killed by white folk need to go handle that. We talking about white folks killing black folks and we ain't asked for it. Y'all got me? We talking white folks going home, white folks buying their business, white folks being killed by police officers they known and worked with. People been a cousin, the so-called Negro gentleman in Mississippi who were killed by the police, who been stopped 16 times, who had a gun permit and a gun. Why would you be stopping that man over 16 times? because you already had an agenda. See, that's what they do. They pick us out, they divide us, then they kill us, then they come up with some bogus Trump charges. It's amazing they call it trumped up charges. Right. Your president named Trump. Right. That's right. Now you know he made up too. Yep. Well, they said, man, you hear these trumped up charges. Amazing. Goes along with your president. Made up. Fiction. So now we have to come back to reestablish ourselves. We shouldn't be letting them leave with nobody take them to jail. That's right. If you can't arrest the people that did the murder, how you going to arrest somebody out here that burned this stuff up? We ain't even investigated. That's right. We need to talk about and consider what charge are we going to use. I might charge them with 19-degree arson. I need to go back and consider. We need to do a thorough investigation, independent. What's happening to these people when they leave? So that's why I'm telling you, if they could just sit down and we could talk. It's not hard. We can fix this. That's the problem. We got to stop giving you our kids. Let me have my child and I'll correct them, not you. We got so much work to do. So much work to do. So much work to do. See, they ain't got no real leadership. All the people they getting, you got Piss Eye. What's that boy named Piss Eye down there trying to talk for us? He can't talk about it. Floyd knocked him out, and rightfully so. Yeah. It makes sense why Floyd Mayweather knocked him out now. Yeah. These people not speaking for us. You a piss poor rapper for these people. Yeah. You trying to get what Kanye got, trying to get it, act like you control somebody. Yeah. I won't wear them sleazy shoes no how. I just don't support them. The reason why I say that, when you can insult our people and tell us, when you look at history about slavery, look like to me that's what they wanted. Are you serious? Yeah. Do you know what kind of dumb nigga statement this is? Right. That the people in slavery wanted to be in slavery? That's almost saying like Val just really love picking Mr. Billy Peas with no pay. That's dumb. I'm just curious. Have you ever picked any bees from down at Mr. Billy Field? Well, did you get paid? Kanye West was right. Look like to me they want to do it. We got problems. There are solutions to them. If we get the right agenda, we can fix this. We need the right people involved. We don't need people sending people out, rushing people out in malls, and you don't have an agenda. If you're going to go and you're going to fight and you're going to put your life on the line, know why you're doing it. Don't go out here and be another meaningless cause out here that'll float and go. Look at Rodney King call. We went out, everybody fought, protesting, and look what happened. We went right back again. All these marching, if you don't march for the right cause of getting away and separating, you're going to be right back in the same predicament later. And then the distance of time we march and protest and burn is too far. Look how much damage was done from Rodney King until we marched for who? Michael Brown. Who was the last one we marched? Can't hardly remember. It was a march not too long. Who was it? Trayvon? I don't know. We ain't marched for Trayvon Martin. That was a homeowner association situation. See, that was another that one. Florida is a terrible state for the fact they let Cubans came in. White folk rather give it to Cubans who they hated and fought to keep out, who Jimmy Carter brought in as criminal. Most of y'all folk don't know. How many of y'all don't know how the Cubans came to Florida? They came to Florida because they were exiles. The Cubans were criminals. They were murderers. They were child molesters and rapers. That's how they came to Florida. Jimmy Carter talked with Castro. Castro was going to kill every one of them. He told them he was not housing no criminals. These people were drug dealers and they were killing people. They were murderers and rapers. And Castro was going to exterminate them. Dumb Carter offered to take him off his hand. That's how they got him. Wow. Now they police chiefs, mayors, senators. They the children of people that were inherited. They were criminals. That's how we got them. I'll tell you, you grew up down there. Am I telling the truth? That's how you got them Cubans. Them Cubans, they're not from no here. Now they own Florida. Florida people laid down now. They control. They prejudice and hate niggas. You think they would get around there would love them? You claim we criminal, then we fit right in, don't we? Right. Castro got a bad rap. Castro actually helped you niggas. Castro actually fought against the apartheid government in South Africa. Castro fought against the leadership in Cuba who were letting the drug dealer, the mafia come in, and they were taking Cuba over, and he fought Batista and took it over. He was a revolutionary. Most of these folks don't know nothing. Castro the one set up education for blacks that if you came there to be a doctor, you went to school for free. Black people. Cuba has some of the best doctors in the world. The Cuban doctors are being used to fly all over the world to fight and combat the coronavirus. Everywhere they go in and they come out, they leave. Listen, they pack up, they close the ward down. Everybody cured, gone. Well, these folks don't know nothing. The Venezuelan former President Hugo Chavez, when he got cancer from America, Castro flew him over there and cured him. Castro flew him to Cuba and cured him. And told him quit eating from him. He told him they put it in your food. Now I'm just curious. Now if they put the poison in the food of a president of another country who has nothing to do with them, what are they doing to the Negro that's in America who they don't care for? Quit eating from them. Now you got your history lesson. Most of our people don't know no better. Castro come from the jungle. He's not a native of Cuba either, for your record. For you go tell that lie, he's not a native of Cuba. He actually come from a wealthy family. Did y'all know? How many of y'all didn't know that? Oh yeah, Castro came from a wealthy family. Oh, his family was wealthy, which means he stepped down and came to Cuba and liberated Cuba. He was a fighter. He came down and liberated Cuba. That's what he did, left a wealthy family. He only wore military fatigue. Every time he would tell his story, you ask him, he said, I don't want to talk about my dad and what I came from. He said, I'd rather talk about my grandfather, the poor immigrant. Yeah. People didn't, he wouldn't even talk about him. He said, I'd rather talk about my grandfather. He said, a poor immigrant. They asked Castro about him shaving. He said, shaving? He said, that 15 minutes out of my day, I could be doing something else. That's why he wouldn't shave. He said, 15 minutes out of his life, he said, I could be doing something else. They asked him about his uniform, why he wore a military uniform. He looked at, we at war every day. White people hated him. You'll see very few pictures of him with a suit and a tie on. Casual South wear this every day. We at war. Like the plane hit the tower on 9/11. You know we poloing, soloing, everything else. We need military fatigue on. We on war every day. Y'all hear me? That being honest, every day. Look, we being murdered, massacred every day. We at war every day. They ask about shaving. That time we take out our life, we can be used to trying to protect our people and keep our state of welfare together. Y'all all right?
Yes, sir.
We got a lot of causes. We got a lot of issues. And what white people want to do is to focus on the one. I got poison water in Flint, poison water in Atlanta. I got, they thought Flint water. That's not the only city. The water poison in Memphis. Every major city where blacks are, we being poisoned. They poisoning the food. They poisoning the mind with the television and with the internet. I got so many poisons because they poisoning with the medication. Isn't that right? You see, any medication you get, they got a number on there. You ain't believe I need to call, Lee. Poison control. Should I be taking this if I need to call the poison control if I take too much? On the bottle, call poison control. Why I can't call the bastard who made it? Or did poison control make it for me? You called it. Let me ask you something. If you got a product in your home, let me see, garage door, refrigerator, stove, typically they have a number to tell you who to call. The person that made it. Because that's going to be the best person to tell you how to fix it. Now, you can go and get other outside people to work and do it, but the best person to call is us. It's ours. So we're calling poison control behind these medications. Who made it? We're putting toothpaste in our mouth that you also use to clean floors. That simply tells you, Leon, that if you swallow this, you do know you need to call poison control. How many of y'all have swallowed toothpaste over your life? Well, how many of y'all only swallowed it one time? How many of y'all don't swallow it so many times you don't even remember? You do know how many of y'all haven't ever read your toothpaste where it tells you clearly not to swallow the toothpaste? Never read it. Can we pull up a bottle of toothpaste? Any one of them. And let's see what the back says. They can pull up tongue. Let's be fair. They'll pull up tongue. They'll pull up an all natural one. I don't want to act like I discriminate. How many of y'all heard of Tom's toothpaste? All natural? How about we just check them? How about we be fair? Let's not even go after the other white big corporation, even though Tom's is white. Let's see what Tom's tell them. Uncle Tom, Mr. Tom, let's see what he tell us. Y'all all right?
Yes, sir.
Y'all didn't come here for this, did you?
Yes, sir.
Man, that's what I want, real liberate. Think about it. You can leave him with a surety of no one will be pulling you over and gunning you down for a traffic stop, for a busted tail. Think about it. You leave him, listen, with 100% assurity that no one will stop you because you didn't signal, put you in a car, take you to a prison, incarcerate you, and there you will swing from a cell with a note saying, I couldn't live with myself any longer. I knew I should have changed that light. And these good white people were only trying to help me. And because my black skin and my nigger mind has filtrated this a clean, white, wholesome America that smell like lemon pledge, every one of them. I could no longer live with myself. I, by myself, have climbed up here with no ladder and no bed or no assistant and tied this rope and tied my hands behind my back before putting the rope around my neck and tightening it. Don't ask me how I did it again, because I am a nigger. And niggers can do extraordinary things. Thank you, be blessed, and may God bless America. Which one are going to write a note like that? Somebody white will write it for us. See, we got to get from them telling our story. Tape video will show that they did it, and it's still argument and under investigation. That's got to be part of our plight of why we going out there. You can't investigate no more. We will investigate. We will inspect. We will check. We'll let you know what we're going to do from that point over. And the person who we saying or who is the accuser of it, we'll be holding them. And once we can 100% know that this person is guilty, then we'll execute them. We'll have a jail that can only hold 10 people. When they get to 11, they know what's going on. They send that count, it's 10 of us. We got one more coming in. That means somebody going out. I'm telling you, listen, we'll get a jail. We're not going to keep building no massive prison. No. We don't have time for that. You know what I'm saying? It ain't no sin to lock nobody up for no suspended license. License don't help you drive anyway. That's right. Listen, a man can become a felon from a driver license. That made absolutely no sense. Let me say, you have felony probation. You have felony, you've been to prison with rapists and murder because your license? Come on, for this. We can't have no fool like that. Now, you want to drink, drugs, and kill, now we got to take you out the street then. You know what I'm saying? What we'll do, you can still drive. We're just going to cut both your arms off. We give them an option. We say, listen, we're not going to take away your privilege. You have a right to drive, but we're going to just take both your arms. They're going to realize, I don't need to drive. You know, I'm a danger to myself and to others. We say, we just want you to have your own mind. You know what I'm saying? We don't want to force nobody to do nothing they don't want to do. We want you to drive. We just can't let you have no arms and no legs. You know what I'm saying? You got to be fair. Think about what a man says, I want to drive. This is what you asked for. You can fix a lot of these problems we got. Listen, it don't take all these years. These years haven't rehabilitated nobody. We know what a person can be rehabilitated from in turn. A lot of these people out here that they say drug dealers and what these people saying they're doing, these people just need opportunity. These are people with entrepreneurial minds. These are people that know about investing. Y'all got in profitability. We just got to give them something marketable and opportunity where, guess what? We can do something else instead of giving our people something that can kill them. Marijuana ain't the killer of our people. Cocaine is. Yeah, people got a free choice. You go make your own and kill yourself with it. Let's get our people something else. That's just being if I'm going to say not to do something, I have to have an alternative. Kids don't have toys. I'm going to tell them, don't play with the light switches. Don't play with the outlets. Why do you think they're playing with them? There's no other opportunity. So if I'm going to get people to stop doing a lot of things that we deem wrong, I have to give them opportunity. I have to make sure there's a starter capital. I tell you what, Sandy, go start a business. Hypothetically, you don't have no money. What business you going to start? A business called hope. Hope and prayer and trust. You have to allow people that area of opportunity. We start this nation out, I say everybody get $100,000. Everybody get $100,000. Now you can't flip for nothing that we can do for you. You'll be back at the Waffle House. Or you go back to their side. I'm being honest. If you can't make that, ain't nothing we can do with you. How many of y'all like to start that country I'm going to start? Well, you come on and talk to me. We'll see. Then I'm going to need to get them tires off for it too now. Everybody got to pay tithes. Jake made them do it at the Messy Fest. Everybody came. Jake made them pay 10%. They said, well, Jay, I got my own church. I pay mine, my church. He said, all right. He said, then you pay a Messy Fest fee. How much that is, Jake? 10%. So either you pay tithes or you pay it into the mess. They be like, man, I'm paying my tithes at my church. This is what pay Messy Fest. That's 10%. See, that's how you get them. That way people can make choice. They feel better about themselves, though. Because they looked at, least he ain't get my tithes. Right? Look, Jake didn't take my cornbread. I just paid a Messy Fest fee. Y'all all right?
Yes, sir.
When y'all think we need to start? So guess what we need to do? We need to flood social media with our people, trying to let them know we need an agenda. Right. If we get an agenda, it'll all make sense. Now you know what your cause is. But right now, if you stop them people, what about him for? What about for Floyd Brown? Who is Floyd Brown? Floyd Mayweather. They just throwing it on the moment. They just out here. Because you're so angry, it doesn't even matter about what his name is. You don't even know his name. The truth doesn't matter. His name doesn't matter. Y'all got it? The other three officers standing didn't know his name either. But he's still dead. Got it? So we're out here because of frustration, castration. Y'all hear me? And piss poor administration. They ain't gonna give us old Sleepy Joe. Joe had a campaign speech he just got through telling. Come 2020, he said, we're gonna defeat Joe Biden. Hey, look, they said, what did he say? Joe told him. He said, come this election, we're gonna defeat Joe Biden. Gonna get him out of there. All of them see now. But you know what pissed poor though? The fact that you had competent black people running, and they came out with Sleepy Joe. Pamela Harris, she couldn't have made it because she's been a federal prosecutor. She's been a prosecutor of our people. She's done a lot of detriment to our people. That's how she got her state. So you can't use her, but still more qualified than him. Right. Y'all got still, you can't, still now, let's go with her bad track record of her poor prosecution of our people, or mass incarceration of our people. Got it? But still better than anybody white they're going to give us. Joe Biden's a known racist. Yep. He's been around since the 60s. Yep. They know this. Yep. Joe Biden knows that he has a history of this stuff. These people flip the script and make you, they'll say whatever is profitable to you and make you feel good, then they'll turn on you. Yep. Everybody play black when they're running. Yep. Bill Clinton went on Arsenio Hall back then. Yep. Arsenio Hall got him elected. Yep. Y'all mean he played the saxophone. I watched the show. We all said, man, that's our man, old Bill. Play the saxophone. When have you ever seen him with the saxophone since that day? Not one time as president he ever played it. Not one time since after had he ever showed you with that saxophone in his mouth, showing you that niggas have short-term memory and white folk make fools of you. Tell you if you don't vote for him, then you ain't black. Say he got too overconfident what it was. He said what every cracker say when they get a nigga to buy into the hype. Got nothing to do with being black. We're looking at who's for what's right. Y'all got it? And if we pick somebody for pro-black, it's because like every other race, our agenda, our needs need to be met. We ain't done nothing wrong. Go to China and see if a white man run for president in China. See if any of them running in India. See if any white boy fly over to Pakistan when the election comes and see if they can get on the ballot. They already know. No Pakistani, no Indian, no Asian is going to elect them because you don't look like them. Right. You don't understand their culture. Right. You're not a part of their nation. Right. Then why are we electing white people to govern us? Right. See if one of them white boys fly over to China and see if he'll run for attorney general. Or see if he be secretary of state. You gonna go and talk for us. How we do it? Because this, you know what? We bought into this is what you got, you make the best of it. Just like we did with our food. All you got in bread, you stretch it. Put a little sugar in it, make it sweet. Ain't that right? You get some beans with it, or get some grits, a potato, add some water in it, stir it up. That's how we've been doing. Take whatever you get and stretch it. Make it work. Folk gave us that all the time. White folk gave us stuff, and we had to make it work. Fix it. White people don't ever get stuff like that. White people get stuff already manufactured and working and lie and say they made it. Anything you find say made in America, we done learn just like that. He been lying all his life. He never made nothing but a mess. Made in America. Anytime you see some crap on the ground, sticker, made in America. White folk made that mess. Y'all all right? Let's look this toothpaste up so we can get to moving. Let's see, they're going to bust Smith over here, lying self. No good Smith, making up stuff, lying on these clean white Americans. Let's read this. So we went with an all natural, because I'm curious. Let's see what we got up here. What is this? Beware of what? Keep out of the reach of children under 6-year-old. How toothpaste gonna hurt kids? Kids don't even need to be around your toothpaste. Do y'all understand? Out of the reach of. This sounds like something that Adam was told. Ka'ur said, not only should we eat it, neither shall we. It's supposed to be out of your reach. I went with an all natural to show you these crackers will never throw me. They're not smarter than me. If I read something, I don't know how to spell it, he still ain't smart than me. You have to give him that. Woo, you is so much smarter than me, because you can read that. That's how they beat you. They get spelling bee contest, and the reason you ain't in it, because you ain't smart. I got sense. Did y'all know this? How many of y'all didn't know this going on? Listen, see that? Listen, you grit it from the stove, you pop it open and stick it in your mouth. Keep out. Look at it. That right there. Keep out. And it going in your mouth. Oh, reach a chiller. On the 6th of age, if more than you for brushing is, hold on. How many of y'all remember putting toothpaste on your tongue and swallowing for your breath? Here we go. Listen. If, that's a big word, more than you for brushing is accidentally swallowed. We did this on purpose. Where did this work? Medical help. Or dial this number. When? Right away. Soon as it went in my mouth, went down, I pulled the call up. Poison Control Center. That means that poison can be issued out if it's controlled. How they gonna be smarter than me? They had to be smarter than my boss. You been putting stuff in your mouth and using that stuff. They want to know. We ain't had that stuff in our house a year. My wife make out. The man just told me I can't be that stupid in it. Let me ask you a question, Danny. You went to college, didn't you? It's poison if I swallow it. So if I put it in my mouth, just put it on my teeth and wash around and get in my tongue, and under my tongue, I can take medication. And you know what it do, Mike? How did toothpaste know it ain't been swallowed? How did the poison recognize it was only on my teeth, on my tongue, on my gum, and that it didn't go down my throat? And it got in my blood. That poison said, well, you know what? I can't kill this nigga. He ain't swallow it. It just went under his tongue. It just stayed in his mouth on his teeth. Now, had he accidentally swallowed, so maybe we ain't dead because we purposely did it. Now the poison know when it's an accident. Oh, hold on. I finna kill that nigga, but it was on purpose. The poison picks up all this stuff. Do you know how dumb we've been in this place? Yeah, that's right. Now, guess why your kid had learning deficiencies and disability when they go to school? In the morning, get your stinking behind up and take a bath, wash up, wash your face. You ain't gonna believe what I'm gonna tell them that. and brush your done teeth before you go to school. Then I get a letter later on about how my kid been screwing up and messing up at school. Like something wrong with him. And you want to know, did you brush your teeth this morning and I acting stupid? How you win with a system like that? Now, guess what though? Let's go marching about the police killing. How many niggas brush their teeth in America? Let me ask y'all a question. Does police kill more people than toothpaste? Some of us were brushing our teeth and twice a day. And you telling me with this poison on your teeth, in your gums, under your tongue, there's a direct way to go right into your bloodstream, quicker than you trying to swallow it. And you telling me that we have more deaths by police choking and killing? There's no other way to kill us? All they got to do, if you go to jail, is give you some toothpaste. Back in the 80s when I was locked up, they used to take cigarettes and put toothpaste on them. And they would put them up at the air conditioner and let them dry, and they would smoke them. Most of y'all don't know that. I don't think they got away from it. You ever seen that? They would take toothpaste, and they put it on cigarette, and they would put it up by the vent, they let it dry, and they would light them up and smoke them to get high. But the only reason they wouldn't kill them, Dad, you don't believe it, because no, you got to accidentally. Had they accidentally put it on them, the poison would have known to kill them then. That's the key. Let's read it again. I don't want to be stupid. Come on, don't be stupid. I want to make sure we got to. See, that's why folk mess up at. You have to be able to follow destruction. It was destruction. That's instruction and direction mixed together. See, this all they can do. See, that right there, when you see that right, if you sit on somebody's house on their fence, what they mean, going on that gate? How many of y'all done seen this on the sign before? Keep it. How many of y'all know that meant directly to go on in there anyhow and do it? You knew somebody didn't want you somewhere, and probably they were going to do something to you if you came. Yeah, correct? What that mean when he said keep out of the reach of your children, and you start your children out brushing their teeth at 2, 3, 4, 5, and they told you they need to be at least 6. But you just trying to start some good habits. Y'all women? If more than you for brushing. I remember that you be able to just stick on your tongue. Boom, you got time to stick your fresh breath. The man done told me he ain't supposed to do that. Not unless it's an accident. I ain't mean to do that, Chris, when it went down. Then I supposed to get medical. That means I supposed to rush out to the hospital, to the doctor. Do y'all know how dumb a nigga is? We ain't even think about this stuff. How many of y'all thought about going to the doctor or the hospital when you swallowed live? Don't you know if I went to the hospital, them people would know you doing this. Then I got a number to call. Give me a phone. Give me a phone. I want to find out something. I didn't put on speaker. I didn't hear this. I'm gonna need y'all to be quiet. Can we find out what happened? Yes, sir. Give me. I got my speaker. Give me one. Let me call it. I need one speaker. I need a speaker on there so y'all can hear this. Can we find out what happened? We got a good speaker on now. Let me use the synagogue phone. Oh, that's fine. That's fine. Put it back up there. Let me call. What's up? 1, 2, 3, 3, 8, 1. Put this on speaker. Come on, go. Uh-oh. Can y'all hear that? Put the speaker. This ain't working. I need to bet it. Hey, how you doing, Sugar? I'm trying to make it. Listen, I'm up here, Sugar. I got this toothpaste up here that Tom's, and listen, oh, baby, ain't gonna believe it. Mess around and swallow just a itty bit, tiny little bit of it. Now, what am I supposed to do?
Who swallowed it?
I swallowed it.
Oh, you accidentally swallowed it. Okay.
Accidentally. That's cute.
Tom's main toothpaste is it?
So what now? Tom's is the one I'm looking at.
Uh-huh.
Yes, ma'am.
And which toothpaste is it? Just the Tom's?
It's the Tom, the sodium my old floral some more, whatever this thing is on here, because sugar, I can't put, hold on, let me blow this thing up. Blow this up so I can see what I'm ready. Blow this up here. Blow it up so I can see what I done got myself into. Sodium monofluorophosphate 0.76% with the 0.13% with which I made by W/V fluoride iron.
Okay. And so you just swallowed a very small, taste amount, less than, a pea-size amount, maybe?
Yeah, probably about a pea-size amount.
Okay. So that's not going to be toxic or harmful in any way.
Oh.
Normally, just if you would swallow the amount that you use to brush your teeth, not going to be toxic or harmful. Usually, with larger ingestions of fluoride, it can cause some upset stomach. I don't think you even have to expect that with just that amount. How long ago was it?
It's been a little while ago. Right now, I'm kind of hot, like a little warm. Would that cause anything?
No, I don't think that would be related. I think normally it's just GI symptoms.
GI.
Maybe some upset
Gastrointestinal?
stomach, vomiting.
Or that like G.I. Joe?
Yeah.
Oh, just checking.
Gastrointestinal.
Let me ask you something. Now, how much would if I had swallowed, I would need to go to, because it's on that thing I'm reading it, and accidental, it said to get medical help or to call this number, and I called you right away because I wanted to know.
Right. Well, normally, how much do you weigh? It basically would be go off of your weight.
Okay.
How much do you weigh?
About 240 pounds, butt naked.
So
But with my clothes on, I'm a little heavier.
Swallow the whole tube of toothpaste without it being a problem.
Oh, if I swallow the whole thing, then it'd be a problem.
Yeah.
Do people usually swallow the whole thing?
Well, we have kids that ingest it a lot, just because they get the kid flavors that taste good. Sometimes we have kids that eat a lot of it, and even a child, sometimes they would need to even eat a whole tube of toothpaste for it to be a problem.
So now I got some small kids in that flavored toothpaste, which makes sense because the flavored toothpaste will make them want to eat it. Yeah. So would you say that pretty much that would be kind of like almost entrapping them in now to take it? Because if my kids, like my grandbabies and them and stuff, they brush their teeth they using. So if they took that stuff and they took, could it kill them or would it just make them sick?
Typically, they would need very, very large amounts for it to be lethal. Usually with larger amounts, we always ask that you call us, then we can do a calculation and see if it would be toxic to them. So even if one of your children ends up ingesting any amount of the toothpaste, for sure give us a call and then we can help you figure out if they would need to go to the hospital for treatment or anything like that.
But it could be harmful enough to kill them if they took too much of it.
Yeah, it could be, depending on how much.
Listen, I appreciate you. Sure has helped me out so much, sugar. You ain't nothing but sugar. You stay sweet.
Oh, no problem. And can I get your name in case you would have to call us back for any reason?
My name is Jerry.
Jerry with a J?
Yeah, Jerry with a J. Last name Berry.
What's your last name?
Berry. Berry.
Okay.
They pick at me all the time about that too.
And then what is the zip code that you're calling from?
30014.
Okay, sounds good, Jerry. If you have any questions or concerns, feel free to give us a call back, okay?
Listen, I sure appreciate you.
Oh,
right.
No problem. You take care, okay?
You too now. Bye-bye. Yeah, I need to know about this. Isn't that right? Call and find. Y'all heard what she told you. That's per weight. Now what she told you, where you pay attention to, they put flavor inside the toothpaste for kids for them to take it. You heard I told her that would be entrapment. See, how they gonna be smart? How hard with that? They take all the guess speculation. Let's call and find out. I gave her my legal name, Jerry Berry. Isn't that right? I just wanted y'all to see how many. So now this march and they're protesting against going down here against police killing, shooting of our kids and African Americans. This toothpaste also kill adults. Part of what attracts you into taking is the fact that it's the whitening. It's the healthy fluoride. They invite you in too. So your adult taste ain't important. You just want the product to work. So now by taking this product and constantly doing this product and using this product, it's going to do, I'm ingesting more poison in your body.
That's right. That's right.
Then I got to give them the deodorant, which contains aluminum.
Right.
How many of y'all didn't know that? If you have on antiperspirant, it keeps you from perspiring. The way to do that is to have you to put metals under your arms, which will also throw your system out. If your system is going a certain way, now you put metal on that, it's doing this because now it's getting blocked and it's getting thrown. It can't run a system the way it should be because the metals are throwing it off. That's why they put this stuff in your toothpaste. That's why I give you the cleaner. Then you got the toothpaste. Then you got the grease that they give you that they make for you. That ain't for black hair. And they shampoo. Niggas will go get Pearl, 99 cents, from the dollar store. Nigga ain't white, ain't got no bin with no pearl in their head. Head and shoulder. Bald head nigga got it. You have no business with head and shoulder. And I don't know why you don't use no shampoo talking about it made for a horse tail. If you wash a horse behind with the shampoo, what makes me want it? What is it about a horse's booty that I need to get this and put in my... Why, when I see this, that thing said mane tail for a horse, I got to get this stuff put in my head. Oh, they get here?
Oh, they get They want it quiet.
I'm just telling you, a lot of stuff that we get is really not conducive for us. So there are all these different things and blockers we get. See, you using stuff that you ain't got no business using. You got to put grease in your hair. You know, white people produce it. So white people had to get a stripper. Isn't that right? There's strips there. Am I correct? White people get the strip to get grease out. No, you think it's true. But the grease, I know you're joking. You know, hey, humpback got up talking about he don't know what he's missing. You know. But you understand, a lot of stuff, I didn't know, I grew up, listen, I used Pearl, I used all that stuff because I looked at it was cheap. It was shampoo. Yeah. So white people take, how many of y'all didn't know this? It's simple stuff you need to know. So white people shampoo is used to take grease out because their hair produce it. You need grease. You have to moisturize. Yours is cake out because of the region where you come from. It's a blocker. Y'all got it? For white people, their hair creates grease, so they need a shampoo that takes the grease out. Then you put it in your hair, and then you stripping yourself. That's already, and we wonder why we got our hair, and it's even worse. Our hair is made because it's receptacles. Right. Years ago in the 80s, early 90s, we came out with car phone, no straight antenna, coil. Then they gave you a point at the end. But it coiled because it was better for reception. Now think about my hair being coarse turning, it's better for reception. But now since I'm stripping it, how much reception am I really getting and how much am I putting out? Don't y'all know in the animal kingdom how important their whiskers are? How important, these are sensors. They use to navigate at nighttime or even when we talk about when predators like lions or let me see if you can put a leopard. Put me up a good picture of a leopard. I want to see the whiskers. Really receptacles. They get you with that because now they tell you that when you get a beard about your whiskers. And you go cut them and you kill them off your whiskers. But you'll see how they'll look. And y'all might not think this is important to you, but it's too much you don't know. And when you go out and you trying to combat and you trying to come back and fight with white people, that's why you lose. That's why they don't respect your car, because you're too stupid. You thinking 4 police officers is the cause of all this damage. You don't have enough sense to realize your problem is bigger than 4 police officers. There's a whole system that works to put this in him, that actually perpetrates the fraud on you. That's why I'm here to help you out. All right? Y'all all right with this? I don't have to do this. We'll leave it alone. That's what wrong with most of our people. We don't understand our condition. Y'all all right? Y'all found me a good one yet? Are y'all still looking? Then find me one with them strangling a prey. That's what I tell you. Give me one strangling a prey. At the kill point. See how things work for us. See, they taught us everything we got, they made it work against us. We worked so hard to clean our face up and cut hair out of our face so we could look like white Americans, be accepted by white Americans. Everything they did, it was to get us away. Black women changed their hairstyle, made it straight, got weed, went bald-headed, so you could fit in and look like you was acceptable by whites. Look at them. Pamela Harris ain't got no natural hair. Her hair is straightened with perm, pulled down. So white people will accept her in courtrooms, white people will accept her in business, white people will let her sit in Senate. Because you look similar to us. You got on a foundation to make your face lighter. You got on red lipstick and not chocolate. Because white people will paint their lips red. Just like, and who else, you know who else paint their lips red? A clown.
That's right.
A clown. That's all, a clown. Do we have a picture yet? Hello. Oh, not yet. Well, I'm still looking. While I'm doing that, we'll keep this running too, because, you know, I've still been working the whole time. I know y'all don't like it, but I've been working the whole time. I don't get long to kind of get y'all in here, so I know y'all get tired real easy. Y'all come here, y'all got to hear the nigga preacher. Get up here and complain about the nigga situation. But if the nigga don't get smarter, his situation ain't going to get no better. That's right. It's just like salvation. The more you know and you understand, the better equipped you are to combat the different elements that come against you. Y'all got it? You don't realize there are different forces. Like even when you sit here, people don't realize how many different forces are working against them. Just like these lights, in order for these lights to run and do what they're doing, that's electricity. That's pushing through lines that's coming down to make those lights go. Only thing about it, it ain't totally restricted just to those lights. Some of it is in this room.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
They don't know that, though. You don't think that it all stayed in the lights, do you?
No, sir.
There are a lot of different forces. There's disease. There's a lot of stuff working against you while you're sitting here. Your ignorance working against you. There's a lot of stuff working against you. So we got to come back and try to combat that ignorance with intelligence.
Yes, sir.
So you don't feel bad. I always felt bad about myself simply because I graded myself on a white scale. There are certain things you should have, own, or should possess at certain periods in your life. And when you don't, then you don't meet white protocol or standards. So therefore, you, sir, you, ma'am, are a failure. These protocols and standards are things that are givens to whites. You are not afforded to people of color. So you naturally just deem yourself as a failure. At a certain point in your life, you should have achieved, you should have inherited, you should have gotten, and you should be walking away from with this amount of this. That's success. You missed those cycles. You missed them because they were never for you. And now you naturally take on a bad feeling or emotion about yourself because you don't have what white people deem to be acceptable or accepted in order for them to allow you to be grasping to their social system.
That's right.
Y'all got me?
Yes, sir.
This is why you're at it, but you don't realize when they created this standard, they created the opportunity for themselves, not for you. Right. White kids can go 12 years through school, learn nothing, and they'll get grades and they'll pass. I remember Justin telling me about he had a teacher. He said, I was in the class, he said, and all I would do is just do the work. He said, it didn't even matter if it was right or wrong. He said, I would do it and just turn it in. He said, the teacher would tell the rest of them, see, Justin does his work. Why you, am I making this up, Justin? What, did you know the work was wrong when you gave it to him? You just threw it together. Do y'all hear this? Did you work hard to make sure you got that right to give it to him? What did this teacher, what was his concern, Justin? The teacher's concern. See, listen, and you'll sit around and be looking at him tell you about Justin, your automatic thing is like, Justin smart. Justin be getting it, man. Justin know the material. I'm just using him. How many times have white people been turning in work that's insufficient and still, let me ask you, you failed that class, correct? What did you get out of this class? funny now. This happens. Now, when Justin comes out with a degree, who's gone to school, gone to high school, gone to college, and he gets a degree, he going to a job, he's respected. Because they already know the system. He'll be respected by you. Yep. You'll say, man, hey, you know, Cracker's smart anyway. Cracker's gonna. Not at all. They create a system where it's almost literally impossible for him to fail. I'm not just using just. You understand? This is what you're working against. How many of y'all went to school and got A's? How many of you worked your behind off to get that A? How many of you studied, stayed up late, get an assignment, make sure stuff would turn to get those A's? Just to tell them how hard you work for that A. How much worry and frustration do you have about not passing that class? So now when I go out, dumb old Tony, who can't seem to get it, who's been told about Justin applies himself and he does his work. You need to be more like Justin. I'm already a failure. I can't do what Justin does. So now I'm inherently looking at, he's just gifted, fortunate. His parents no doubt put a lot of time in him and put him in extra tutelage. Got all these different things done so he could get those A's and get through college and get out and do these things. I, unfortunately, wasn't blessed like that. How do you win in a system like that? That's why you have to get out of it so it can be a fair system, regardless of Justin's color, or Tony's color, or Cam's color. What's right should be right. Yeah. Right. If something's afforded to Justin, it should be. If the whole class is about just doing the work, then let me know, then I can compete with Justin. Right. Not just here, but on a global scale. Right. On an economic scale. But if I'm not being told that Justin just does the work, it ain't even right, and I give him an A for that, then let me know, because I'll do the work and it won't be right, and I'll get an A. Right. You got the system where the young white girls, where parents paid $500,000 for them to go to colleges. Yeah. All the money college is already made for sport, and they paid $500,000 their daughter to get to USC. Yeah. Their kids to go to Berkeley. Right. $500,000. Yeah. And they created sports, fabricated competitions for them. These kids got scholarship for water polo. Don't even exist. They got some job for rowing a boat and never been in one. One of the dumb white kids just happened to made a video letting them know she was going. She said, I don't even play this sport. Don't even exist. Her full ride was paid for. Now, when you see this child, you think about, man, I'm out here worried about some football bat, broke my leg. White kids sitting here on a boat. You done got a full ride and gonna get a better opportunity you get. And the whole time her parent paid, we didn't even know. They paid over and above just to show that they can't have a degree that you slave work for and you in debt for now. That's right. Just to put them in the arena of the white that's going to give them business job opportunity, and you'll be the slave workers of these people.
Can't win.
How am I win?
Can't win.
Can't win. Oh, then they got them severe punishment, federal time. 6 months in prison. The Fed, for your record, the feds have no such penalty that has involved no months. No such thing. The lowest penalty the federal government has, the FBI, is conspiracy. That carries 5 years. You do 85% of that time. The feds don't have anything that involves months on it. Nothing. But when you're white, 6 months, 4 months. That means they won't even do the whole time. That means they'll do it in a low minimum security. That means they'll turn themselves in. And then they got to do community service of their choice. When a nigga get community service, he on the side of the road with paper, with a vest on, and with a stick. A nigga shoveling and cleaning and painting the expressway while traffic running.
That's right.
That's your community service. You got to run that paint a line and run to the wall. Paint a line, run back to the side of it. That's how they get. I'm just extreming it. But that's the kind of stuff we suffer through. And they'll make you think that white people get the same severity when it does not exist.
Don't exist.
That's why I had to talk to y'all before I just run through a book.
You're all right.
You run through a book, you don't even know nothing about it.
That's right.
How this book gonna help me crib when I don't even know what the system I'm in?
Not gonna help.
How? I'm gonna go to China with this book? This book is illegal in China. How many of y'all didn't know that? This book is illegal in China.
Wow.
I can't take that book to China and start learning and trying to teach people about this book.
Wow.
You know why too? Because it don't fit their system.
Makes sense.
Their system is ran under the government of Buddhism.
Yeah, it makes sense.
So how am I going to use this book and go to China and I'm going to procreate or create? I got to understand the system I'm in. So you got some truth, Amat. The problem is you don't understand what system you in, nor do you understand what you're operating with. So you're always being deprived. You're always being held back. You're always lacking. He told you, where does your destruction mainly permanently come from? You didn't even know about your toothpaste. Nope. Building you up. Nope. Getting stronger every day. He told you, because you don't know. This is how people degrade you, because you don't know. And you bought into the system of, I'm just stupid. I'm just dumb. It just hadn't afforded me the information. Because once I can get it, then I can equip myself and know just as much as he does. You got it? So I don't ever want you to keep living on a down spiral. That's what hurt. I watch out, listen, before pre-corona, I watch you people come in and look miserable. I watch you people look wretched because you let debt consume you, because you wasn't smart about how to use debt. Listen, white people are failures inherently. That's why they left where they were from, because they were failing. When they came here, the system failed. In order to get other whites to come, they gave them not only land, they gave them money. That was the only.
Yep.
How many of y'all didn't know this?
That's right.
The only way they could get other white people to come from Europe, from England to come here, was the promise of giving them currency and land. There's not a story of white people pulling up bootstraps except after they pulled them out of a nigger's neck, or after they had just got through having sex with our kids or our wife or our men. That's when they pulled up their bootstraps.
Yep.
There's never a story that they can show you where white people worked and labored and built. If that were the case, you wouldn't be here. Well, I look like I built up America and come get niggas. I got niggas because, you know, they got here, it was a forest for them.
That's right.
White people didn't know how to navigate through trees. White people didn't know how to farm. England is not somebody that produce. England is somebody that sit around and needs to be supplied.
That's right.
England don't grow cotton. We grew cotton and sold it to England. England didn't know how to grow no tobacco. They got it from us.
That's right.
Then they come back and put Prince Albert. Only white people could do that. It was grown here. You impressed with these folks. I'm not impressed with them. It's impossible to impress me. Your whole story is a lie. These so-called Indians, the fact that you'll tell me you're an Indian is to tell me you're ignorant. You can only be an Indian if you're from India. The problem becomes with that, you're titling. You are a Navajo Indian. Let's see. Navajo. Nava is Spanish. So is ho. It means planted field. It's Spanish. Now explain to me how you from India and you are called by a Spanish name. You told me you were an Indian. Your name is Spanish. Navajo. Planet field. You dumb nigga. From New Mexico. Let me get this straight. You New Mexican Indian. Name Spaniard. Makes absolutely no sense to nobody that got common sense. And we've been pushing to try to prove to these crackers, you know, I'm part Indian. Stop letting people insult you with stupidity. Stop letting people make other nations make you think they're smarter than you. They're really not smart as they portray. Once you see the information, you can encompass the information. You're not stupid. You can understand it. The only reason you don't know, because that's not in conversation for you. They'll fail you on tests about certain appliances, about certain furnishing, because that's not what you call it. They'll label it by another title and put on a test, and because all you know is sofa. You don't know the actual literal name for it. Hello? That's how they get you. It's only because I hadn't taught you. But because you took the test and you failed, you say, you ma'am are a dummy. This is what they'll call common knowledge for white people. They only pay attention to how they give you stuff. They don't use certain words in conversation with you because certain words are code words. They have to still be able to talk around you and you don't know. Hello? So my goal, Mr. Yahuwah will, is that you wouldn't be ignorant. That's what Shaul told you in 1 Corinthians 10 chapter. He said, I would not that you should be ignorant. He said, I wouldn't want you to be ignorant. So now we have to go back and look at things and look at the people that's giving us these things, and we got to do some corrective measures. That's all. I want you to feel better. Listen, white people don't make me feel bad about myself. Not at all. I'm not in fear feel like I'm belittled by white people because their conversation about their dress. These people carry more debt than you'll ever have. The only reason they created chapter 7, chapter 14, and chapter 11 is simply because white people are inherited failures. When it came to what they'll call America, they established, you'll learn a president. They actually didn't have a president of the Senate. Okay? They didn't actually come with president. That's something they changed into later. They had a president of the Senate. That later they changed president, and they'll tell you George Washington was the first president. He was not. They had a president of the Senate first, but you wouldn't know that because you read what he told you. Secondly, he had to borrow money from Morocco. That's why they wear that Fitz hat. You know the Shriner hat? It comes from Morocco. George Washington wrote a letter to the president of Morocco and told him how they were here and they had the labor, didn't have no money. Because white people are failures. They borrow money they've never paid back. Yep. Just as they have with China, yep. Because they're failures. Yep. White people have never kept their word because they've never been able to complete anything. It's not because it's purposely that they don't pay you. I'm just an inherent failure. And I will lie and put on a suit and a tie and cut my hair and drive a leased vehicle, act like I own it, and lease a home and act like I'm the owner of it and I'm borrowing it.
That's right.
Just to make a fool out of you.
Yep.
Because you'll go with what you see. He needed money. Morocco loaned him money. He's borrowed money from other countries, other goods, because he's a failure. The indentured servant program. How many of y'all not familiar with the indentured servant program? Good. Everyone knows about it. The indentured servant program was a program where they came in where you will hire labor. I need you to work for me for 7 years, and 7 years I let you go with wealth. I give you goods. 7 years up yet? You still here, huh? And I ain't paid you because I'm a failure. The indentured servant program where you work for labor for 7 years. After 7 years, I release, let go, and I give you products, good, or funding currency. They got it. We learned that with your code.
That's right.
He worked 7 years at first and didn't get paid, did he? Worked 7 years later and got him. Then he stayed 6 more years.
Yeah.
Finally, he realized you're a failure.
Yep.
You can't pay your goods or your debt. I took the worst of what you had, I made it better. Your oldest ugly daughter, nobody was going to marry her. I took her, and I made her famous.
Yeah. Yeah. That's right.
Your baby girl was a thief.
Yeah.
She stole your God.
Yeah. That's right. That's right.
I had to work hard to make her boy something.
Yeah.
Just because that side of the family. Y'all understand this?
Yes, sir.
We never got just pay from any of these people. Stop looking. They are inherent failures. Don't you know they needed coronavirus better than we did? Don't you know they need these riots to burn out? CNN ratings were down to 500,000 people. You live in a country with approximately about 300-something million.
That's right.
And you're only getting 500-something thousand? Do you know what this will do for them when they file an insurance claim for that building?
Yep.
Do you know what it do for them when you watch, they show you Atlanta, and guess what got burned? CNN. What is CNN? Let me flip and find out. My ratings go up, I'll file a claim, I'll lie about what my equipment cost, how much stuff I had in here, I'll get a check and I'll make millions. And guess what else won't happen? My insurance won't go up and I won't get dropped. Now, how insurance works, you're not supposed to get paid. You have military out on the ground, which means this is certainly an act of war. How many of y'all didn't know your insurance don't pay if it's an act of war? You did insurance. We talked about this. My insurance can pay me if I go get killed in the war. Why? Do y'all not know when coronavirus came out, what that head cracker Trump told y'all? He said, this is war. He was bailing out the insurance company. Most of my people ain't smart enough to catch stuff like that. You know I'm a dummy. You know what's real bad for y'all? I went to college, I didn't get a degree, but I did teach. Isn't that right? She reached, I taught. Y'all hear me? I did teach when I went to college. You don't understand when these people use certain words because they're letting them know I'm bailing you out. Now you understand that there's a race of people that were bailed out from a word. So were you. That's how powerful words are. Just by making that statement, he relieved the insurance company from complete failure. Most of y'all don't know that some insurances will pay you if you got business loss. Did you know, Leon? You know if your Sprinter wrecked, they'll pay. You know if your Sprinter stolen. You didn't know that some insurance will pay you if your Sprinter's not making money? Why would a nigga know that? Why would you know that? How many of y'all didn't know that? That insurances can pay. Let me ask you a question. Insurance are only there for what that thing called you have? Loss. So if my business not operating, not moving, do you understand this is a loss? I should be able to file this on my insurance. Y'all people can't pay. Why y'all follow a dummy like me? That's why you ain't gonna go nowhere. Most of y'all didn't know nothing about how to file this stuff and do it now. Y'all welcome. Y'all welcome. Took a dummy help put it. You know what happened though? See, I deal in the world different than y'all do. This is why I tell you about sometimes you deal with too many losers. A lot of people that just been on a business, they have something. Everything coming is fail and quit and stop. Yeah. That's not my agenda. That's not my protocol.
That's right.
There's some other things available. So that's available. We're gonna find it.
That's right.
We're gonna use it. We're gonna build from it.
Yes, sir.
Come on.
Yes, sir.
We're gonna build from it.
That's right.
White people, don't you know why he making these charges? Because those insurance companies don't have the money. Now, do you understand? Let me do this. All right. I'm gonna show you. Show you. How many? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. 17,000 businesses. I need some numbers. Y'all remember y'all business? Y'all remember yourself over there? Y'all gonna work with me? How much your business gonna be worth? How much you make? Give me that. What your business want to be worth? 100,000. All right, we'll do that. 100,000. That Leon business. All right. Whoever got it. Ken, what your business gonna be worth? All right. I don't have a problem with it. Listen, brother. That's what we're here for. Come on, so what you trying to do?
$5 billion.
That's for Canada. What you want, Brendan? How much am I? 200 million. All right. Oh, that's it. All right, who else I got? What you want? How much we talking about, Ian? 600. All right, that's all right. That's all right. We'll do it like that. I know it ain't, but I'm going to put it like that now. It's I-A-N. I-A-N. This a word, right? This a word, N. Because he about to run out. What you got, man? How much? 11 million. All right, we'll do that. What else we got? Hold on. What we got over there, Tamia? How much? 55 million. All right, all right. Who else I got back there? Mike, what you gonna do? How much? The one that can't see you. Yeah. I'm asking you a question. Can y'all imagine Ray Charles looking around the room? I'm just saying, in real life, what are you gonna see? You know what I'm saying? Hey, Steve, huh? What are you gonna see? You blind, Stevie? What would you say? How much? 10 million. All right. What about the grandkids? Give me a number, sweetie. What you like? How much you want your business to be worth? How much? Who was 11 million? Oh, you got Val?
He said 90 million.
Okay, 90 million. Woo, child, make it. And 10% for my manager. All right, Stephen. Mike, I'm just put your name up here for Stevie. They know what it means. What else we got? What we got? How much other one? You got a number for me, sweetie? Don't worry about it. It's a lot of pressure. What we got? Come on, give me some number. 500 million. Junior, what you gonna do? And trying to put no spit in it. 500 million. All right. God, y'all serious. What we got? Brandon?
700 million.
We ain't been doing that with you. First of all, you ain't even in this country. You're in another country. We'll give him 700 million. We'll just go 700 million. How about that? Who else we got? Come on, let's get these numbers. What we got, Xavier? How much? 30 million. Who we got beside? Come on, Gary, what we got? 70 million. What we got? 70 million, 30 million, and 70 million. Well, at least think about here coming. I don't know what I was thinking about. What about Princeton?
50 million.
Huh?
50 million.
50 million. Okay, we'll go with these. We'll go with these. So let's do this so we get a little understanding. Just kind of teach you how insurance works, just a little bit. Help me. I got people here, they can correct me, they think they can. When I say thing, if you get to. I mean, I ain't going to be wrong. That's just going to be a number. Okay, this is how insurance works. Now, they got to get premium for this. I got people here in insurance, they're correct. If this don't make sense to do that, we need premiums. Now, y'all put a lot of numbers out. You got to do premiums now. So what y'all guys think of monthly? Leave 100,000. Leave, give me, let's do 1,400 a month. We got 16 million from Canada.
About 10,000.
Come on, we're talking 16 million. Let's go with that. We'll throw that for now. We'll do that. Let's go with that. Then we're gonna do. Come on, big cookie, 100,000 a month. Okay, we'll do something like that. 100,000. Then we got Brittany. Brit 200,000, 200 million, right? Okay, 200 million. So we're probably looking at say about 50,000. What's up there? I think 18,000 a month, maybe. All right, we'll do that. We'll go with that. I want y'all to just follow me. Let's see where this goes. All right. I will just do some numbers. We got Val, business, couple of P's. What we talking about? What's she doing? What Val got over here? Val, how much she had? 11 million. That probably, what y'all think? 11 million, that's going to be a high note right there. We'll probably go 15 million. 20? All right, we'll try 20. All right, 20. Then we got, who else we got? Ian Ben. How much Ian had up down? 600,000. His bill probably about 6,000 a month. We'll just go about 6,000 a month. That's low. This is to me a business you had. How much was it, sweetie? 11 million. How much? 55 million? It's be high. Probably about 30,000 a month. We'll just try it. Then we got Mike business. What Mike called? How much you say, Mike? 10 million. What y'all know? Help me out. Give me some numbers. What y'all figure monthly?
About 15, about 20.
15, 20. All right, about 20. Because he's black, too. And we got to worry about he can't play no piano. That's a debt. Then the granddaughter, she had, what, 75 million? 90 million? We probably go about 50, say about 50. These might be a little high, but we just kind of look at some numbers. Princess, how much was yours? 50 million? Did we already have somebody got 50 million? 55, what we said, 20? Well, we'll do her right about that. We'll do her about 50,000. All right. Who else we got? How much you have? 500 million? Yeah, we probably just go to 100. Let's just go to 100. All right. Show y'all something. This good for y'all. See, y'all got to learn to exercise. We got Junior. Same thing. Who else we got? That's a lot. Well, who else we got? Who? 700? 70 million? 700 million. We'll just leave them at 100,000. Who else we got? Did I forget anybody? Gavin? How much? 70 million? What y'all thinking? 75,000? All right, we'll try something like that. It might be just a little high, maybe 25, a little high. Did I get everybody though? Who I forgot? Xavier, how much we got? 30 million? Did we already have a 30 million up here? Let's just give him 26,000, 26 million. All right, well no, I mean 26,000, I'm sorry. All right, do me a favor, let's add this up. Can y'all add this up? I need y'all to do me a favor. Let's do this, let's do this. Now, because what we got to do is this. We're going to add this up, okay? I'm trying to add this up. Give me a total on this. Then I need a total here. You got this total. Good deal. I say that total for me. What is your total? Hold on. 7 billion. 32. Hold on. You said 32? You told me you told me 7 billion, 700 million. Yeah. Oh, hold on. 732. 100,000. Well, 600. All right. 600. Okay. Okay. That's what we're looking at. 7 billion, 7 million, 732 million, 100,600. Okay. Let's tighten. That's one of them crazy numbers. Do we got a number on this? What is it? 606,400 and 400. Okay. These are the payments I'm getting a month to try to pay this if all these business hit a catastrophe. Let's do this times a year, times 12. That's right. See, this is what I'm going to do to y'all. I'm trying to teach you what's practical.
Right.
Okay? You need to know what's practical. And I'll explain to you how this will work too. So some of them think, I'm not done. Let's see how this works. Tell me what we got here. 7 million. Hold on. 7 million, 276,000. 800 even. That's yearly. Okay? This is what I got to pay if these 17 businesses fail. If these 17 businesses, this is only 17 that I'm insured. This is what I get yearly. And I got to pay some money out. I got to pay the people who wrote these policies.
Right.
I got to pay myself to be a profitable business.
Right.
I also got to pay monthly expenses that's associated with this business out of this yearly expense.
Don't make sense.
I also got to take this money and invest it in the market, in which I have to pay an agent for my investments. Every time I make an investment and buy something, I pay profit from that. Now, these 17 businesses fail, I got to go pull this money out that ain't $7 million because I paid people that wrote these expensive policies.
Right.
I got expensive and I paid me, and I love some hoes. And I got to take this money back out of the market, which means this will possibly bring a collapse. Because it's more than 17 businesses. I just want to show you a premise of how things work. Why your president had to make statements and say when coronavirus came out, we are at war. Can we afford this out of the market? Because you know what? It ain't there anyway. Even if I took the $7,276,800 and put it in the market, I pay a fee for putting it in there.
Right.
I also pay a fee when I sell it. So there's no way for me to have this going in and no way for me to come out with it. Not to mention other businesses that I invest in are taking a loss.
Yep.
Now, how am I going to cover this $7,732,100,600 when I ain't even got this?
Can't do it.
Unless we close the market down.
Right.
Stop trading.
Right.
So you can secure me from going under because it's an illusion. I don't have the money. I invested in other failing white companies. They thought I was stupid. But how many of y'all didn't know this? Y'all actually think I'm your pastor just because of that book? No. I done some of everything. Now these people here in insurance, how many of y'all know what I just told them is the truth? Raise your hand. These people do insurance. Y'all look at the hands of these people. They do insurance. There's no way for me to take your money and put your money in my pocket and come and give you back the money for your business. It wouldn't make sense if I had took Leon, you have a $100,000 business, and I'm going to charge you $100,000 a month. Are you going to pay that? Which means I got to give you a fee that you're comfortable with. That makes sense. Because after all, if something happens, I'm going to cover that $100,000. So it's got to be affordable where Leo feel comfortable enough to pay me. And the gamble with insurance is that he'll mess up because I put so many stipulations in his insurance. It's the stuff he don't know his insurance now that I can come back and bite him with. You think he'd about that insurance, he knew about an act of war or somebody going and start burning building down and the military hit the street, not the police? That's why they brought the National Guard out. That's why he told you he's going to enact the military. That means it's an act of war, which means, Lee, you ain't going to believe it. I'm sorry to tell you that I can't pay your claim. Hold on, I got DeVal on him.
They do have a terrorism exclusion where you can pay extra if you want the coverage if something happens, but a lot of people decline it.
Guess why?
It's extra.
Because you know why most people decline it? Because the agent tells them, this is America. Part of being an agent is learning how to stir people away from stuff that's really going to protect them. You are an agent for the company. I'm not your agent for your benefit. I sell insurance. I sell people the illusion. If you're not applicable or knowledgeable about insurance, you will become a great student of it when you try to file a claim. That's right. That's right. Well, I got insurance. Yes, you do. But guess what you checked out? You excluded this. You check and make you check it, and I make you sign it. When you talk to me and you ask me about it, I said, I won't worry about that. And keep you moving. insurance companies are not in the business of paying. They're in the business of collecting. So when all this stuff started going on, there are things that the president has to say, because if he doesn't, you ain't going to believe it. The federal government ain't going to have to bail him out. 9/11 insurance company didn't pay, the federal government did. Those people were killed because of a terrorist act. There's no way in the world the insurance company could afford it to pay for those buildings. There are other people that got paid, George Bush affiliates, and them that got paid for buildings that didn't even fall, that double insured their businesses 2 days before they failed. What's the chance of that? That you double insure a building that you own, but 2 days before it falls. Double insure a building, and how about the building didn't even fall? The feds came in and told the man that the buildings need to come down. The Twin Towers, not the only building was taken down. They took down other buildings too. Compliments of your fear. How many of y'all didn't know that? Please check behind me. Don't let me sit up and just tell you a deliberate, outright lie. They took down other buildings too. The owner of the building told him when the feds came and told him, he said he didn't understand why. They told him, we got to take those buildings down. They were building the George Bush II brother was head security of every one of those buildings that were taken down. Did you know that? His brother was the head security of the other buildings that were taken down. Ain't that just, what's the chance of that? That me as president, my brother is head security of some buildings that need to be taken down because of 9/11 that wasn't even hit. That was double insured the 2 days before the towers were hit. Because white people are failures and they needed that opportunity. You had failing businesses. We're here to help you, white brother, by saying that your buildings are deemed condemned. You'll file a claim and walk off with double the worth because you're a failing white man, and I'm here to pull you out. That's how insurance works. That's how government works. Maybe I should let y'all go. I'm up in trip. I ain't got nothing to talk about. This stuff people talk about when they don't know what they're talking about. I've been trying to fake it. I apologize. I've been faking y'all out. Trying to act like I know what I'm talking about. What be wrong with me? It's too much y'all don't know. It's just too much y'all. I can't. I ain't know that. Ain't know that. But you know what's the main thing? Let's make sure we get these 3 policemen arrested. We need justice. We need to go out here and make sure that these officers are arrested and they too are charged with 3rd and 19,000 degree murder. How much you don't know? And he said, that's why I told you, white people watch you. White people scared of me. They don't talk, they don't ask me because they know the nigga ain't stupid. You think I can walk around here and be ill-equipped like and don't know nothing? And I got to deal with these people and do business with these people? I got to understand that later. No, you always got another agenda. I watch these people fake paperwork. Listen, I see so much stuff in work. I said, hey, that's how y'all do it. I never tell them that. I just watch. I watch these people do so much stuff. Listen, man, it's everyday business. Listen, I deal with white folks make a lot of money. I sit there and say, man, these white folks got it. You say, that's how y'all do it. It's always a scheme. That's right. When you say something, listen, they didn't get nothing they hadn't schemed on. And they feel good about themselves. And the only criminals are black people. Because you know what they said? I'm not hurting anybody. It's not like I'm killing people. They are, because somebody is a victim. That's right. Everything they come up with, they get. Somebody had to lose in order for you to get it. In order for them to get it, it was taken from somewhere. I don't have a car. I go out here and don't pay for a car, and I come up with a car. That means somebody lost a car. So you got to get out of your mind. That's what they program themselves. It's not like I'm hurting people or killing people. They do it on a different goal. How they do it on a different scale. They'll kill you economically, and it will cause you to suicide. You'll die out. And he'll sit back and say, it ain't like I put the gun to your head and pulled the trigger, but I facilitated the suicide. He'll sit back and convince himself that he hadn't broken your home up, but he'll facilitate it. No raises, no benefits. Can't get hired. Keep going home, wife tired, pissed off. They ain't got stuff. She ready to go. And he sits back and say, it ain't like I'm responsible. You just didn't make it. When the whole time they facilitated. It's never accident. It's purpose. Y'all ready to go?
No.
These people, y'all talking. These people ready to go. See, I tell y'all stuff, really, I shouldn't be talking like this. But this stuff I shouldn't be talking about, Dave. See, a lot of stuff I don't talk to y'all about. Because you know why? Why? Why would I talk to you about this? Honestly. It's too much on it. You don't care. You don't want to do no better. You comfortable where you at with these people. Man, you listen, these folks savages. I tell you, when I get up every day, I go out, I'm a predator. I had to make up my mind every day and I go out. I strap my gun on. Because you know when I go out, I know. Every day I know, I'm a predator. Now, if I cross another predator, we can be mutual. We can look and we can say, we can avoid this. But if it come down to it now, I'm not going to let you take nothing from me. Every day I go out and work with these people, I know I'm dealing with predators, other predators. Some people I catch, I can see, you pray. So you run and you get out the way. You got it. I'm just being honest with you. You got a record out here. Listen, you a victim out here. Or you got to be ready to victimize somebody else. That's how their system works. I'm trying to help pull our people out and put us in a situation where you don't have to keep being the victim. Because you're the victim because you're the prey. You're dealing with predators. These people are on a whole nother scale. And all you thinking, when these white people, they never losing. They're never losing. They're signing a bill to where they're going to go back and pay these cracker mortgages. They're going to pay these cracker back bills. They can never lose. Don't ever believe it. Don't ever buy. That's because, you know what? They know our people are failures. Yep. We've never been successful at nothing but holding niggas down.
Yep, that's right. Come on, preach. That's right.
Every time something happens amazing, the stock market got to crash.
Yep.
Guess what that means? Ain't got your money.
Yep.
9/11, coronavirus,
Yep.
niggas riding.
Yep.
Where did it go?
Got a point.
Where did it go?
Exactly.
They play games with you every time, and you accept it. Because you can't see, you don't know the system, how the system works. White people never lose. Tell me how coronavirus come, find someone to walk out richer than they ever been in their life. How did you walk out richer? That's not even on bailout. Scary part. If your money's in the market and it's failing, you just took your money out. It was all your money. You didn't gain anything. How did you gain a profit in a loss? When people are snatching money out, how do you gain money? You gain money when people put in. We playing poker, we at the table. Everybody pulled their money out and you just made money. You couldn't. You make money when everybody money in. Which means they took money and paid these senators off because these people sit on committees that say investigate the market, investigate the handlers, investigate the traders.
Come on, you're telling me.
That's how you make some millions of dollars when the market crashes.
Yes, sir.
I got money in the bank, just say $50,000. Market crash, I snap my money out. I just made $50,000. How? You only took what you had.
Yeah, that's right.
Unless someone paid you.
Yep.
Set you up that you were going to walk off with other people's money just so you'll turn your back and don't investigate what happened.
Yes, sir.
That's how you make money in this economy.
That's right.
Y'all all right?
Yes, sir.
I just don't want my people to be dumb. I used to feel so dumb. I just feel like elite, just ignorant, dumb. You're only dumb because nobody told you.
That's it.
You find out stuff from people you weren't even supposed to know. You think Justin was supposed to make you privy to all I did was just did the work? It didn't matter if it was right. You weren't supposed to know that. If he did the work and he completed, he must knew what he was doing. I just don't know what I'm doing. That's why I ain't doing it. The only reason you'll get kids that won't complete it, won't do it, because they don't understand it, don't know it. Why else would you not do it? I know it, I understand it, I just ain't gonna do it. You don't know it and you don't understand it, that's why you don't do it. They get them something they'll call fair for them. If you go and you just work hard, you'll succeed. Don't ever teach your kid that. Your kid will fail. The system can't keep working for them if the system becomes fair.
Right, that's right.
That means anybody and everybody can make it.
Right.
There's only so much.
Yeah.
That's just like with these bad policies I wrote. In practicality, I'm not looking to pay all these people.
Nope. Not at all.
I just gave them the security that they insured.
Right.
And when something happened, when I come through and I start doing my assessment, when I bring in my agents, then I'm going to call, what you got? Hold on for a minute. Let me see for a second. Let me see. Come on for a second. Let me borrow it for a second. Tell me what. Your little back hurt. Right, huh? It hurt. I'm going to adjust it. That's what they're going to do. They're going to adjust it. When they come in, that's what an adjust is. I'm going to come in, I'm going to fix that. I'm going to come in and let you know what your policy cover, what it does not cover. I'm an adjuster. I'm going to come in, I'm going to put things where, it ain't me, you know, the chiropractor is to make him feel better. Now, who I'm adjusting for you? I'm adjusting for the company. I got to make sure the company be better. And make sure, you ain't going to believe it, make sure we straight. What else you get an adjustment for? The crook will come out. My neck will start hurting. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to give you an adjustment. What y'all think an adjuster does? They work for the company. Who do you work for, the client? Y'all people can't be that dumb, can you? She works on benefit of the company. That's what an adjuster does. At the end of the day, I gotta make sure the company's straight. I don't know what I'm gonna do with y'all. Folks got adjustment tables, all this stuff they got. That's so you can feel better when you come in about your complaint. Right. So the insurance company got adjusters. Right. They make sure they can feel better when you come in with your claim. Hello?
That's right.
Most of y'all don't know that insurance companies allot so much money a year in accident. How many of y'all got car insurance? Good, good, good. You don't even know. Your insurance company already allotted how much money before January 1 come in, what they're going to give out, pay out for the total year. How many of y'all didn't know that? Which means, I don't give a flying flip what you say about your car flipping what you got. It's only so much we're going to give. You got it? That's an allotment we've already set aside. We've already deemed how many cars and how many claims we're going to pay. It's up to the adjuster to go and make sure it's broken down and given out and what we can get away with and move away from. Then we'll come in with what we call a bonus for keeping me at that number. How many of y'all didn't know this? Ask these, how many of y'all in here are adjusters for a living? Got adjusters. Let me see your hand. Adjuster. Lift them up. Look around at these people. Look at these people's hands. Adjusters. You're an adjuster. You got to listen. Raise your hand up. But you're an adjuster. Y'all see these people's hands? Ask these people how many of them did I talk to about this and had a conversation with and ask y'all about it. Raise your hand. The man just said he wanted an adjuster. What is he doing? He told, don't worry about me. Just look at the boy. He said, we got to pay for these companies down here. But in saying that, I haven't taught these people this stuff I already know. If you're going to really learn how to do business like a lot of y'all trying to do, you got to know a little something about everything. Yeah. I'm just being honest with you. A lot of people, you too narrow-minded on what you're doing, you're not going to make it out here. You got to make a legion with snakes and scorpions out here. Yeah. I'm just being honest with you. You ain't going to make no matter how these people talk. I'm just going to deal with 100 people. You ain't going to make it out here.
Nope. Right. You ain't going to make it.
You ain't going to make it out here. I deal with vultures and snakes and killers. I'm just telling you what, man. I'm telling you, that's the only way you're going to make it out here. You got to learn exactly how they operate and what they're doing so you realize, I see what you do now. Yep. I tell people, I respect your hustle. It just ain't my hustle. I have a lot of people I know here make. Listen, man, I tell them flat, I said, listen, that's your hustle. You do you. That ain't what I want to do.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
None of my friends, none of my business ever tell you, yeah, man, Tony be doing. They'll be telling you a flat out lie. They'll tell you, Tony don't. I just watch. I need to know what you do. That just ain't my hustle. Y'all got me. I've been out here long enough to know if you don't fly straight and right, you're gonna come down.
Yeah.
I've been out here long enough to watch people do it. Some stuff I don't even waste my time. I already like, your stuff is short-lived.
Yeah.
I've been out here long enough. Listen, I done failed enough to realize certain stuff people come, hey man, you can do it. Let me show you this. I see people, listen, they'll show me a whole lot of stuff. Oh my, I said, They said, listen, let me know when you want to do it. That's when I tell them. Never. I don't even tell them never. I said, I'll get with you. I keep it moving. Because I don't ever want them to look and realize, why he say he ain't going to do it? You got to leave yourself a window of how you can move. Right. I leave it there, the opportunity open. I ain't interested. They'll tell me, they say, let hear me. They say, listen, just want to let you know this. You could. I said, appreciate it. I'll get with you. Right. That's why I leave it. You know what y'all say? I can't do that. The devil is a liar. Now they look at, this is what I got to worry about now. I just open up you a whole world of what I do. Yeah. You ain't going to do it. Who you going to be talking to about it?
Yep. Yep.
Y'all got what I'm trying to tell you how to do business? Learn how to listen, watch, and learn how to move and lead them with the opinion of thinking. I'll get with you. I'm telling you, listen, I done seen some stuff. I'll get with you. And that's why I leave you at. Ain't my hustle. I got some people I tell them flat. I said, listen, it working with you. I said, that's your hustle. Stay with your hustle. It'll work for you. I'm doing it. They'll work for me. They're my hustle.
Yeah.
Y'all got, I'm just being honest. You can't get with everybody. Some stuff you learn how people do stuff, you look like, that ain't for you. Let it alone. Y'all got me? Stay with the plan that's designated for us. We talked about how white people profit because a system been set up for them and it's inherently set up for them. There's a system been set up for you too. Yeah. Let pick me up right quick. Give me 15-4. I'll move quick. I got to get this on the board for the record. If y'all go tell somebody I taught y'all this, I'm going to have a problem with y'all. If anybody asks y'all anything about me, the nigga don't know nothing. It's best you always think that. Romans 15:4. Yahushua. 1:1. I'm trying to go ahead and let y'all go. Let me just get this on the record anyway. I got to put it on the record. Otherwise, the people that go there tell lies. He ran out. He making up lies on clean white people who smell like lemon pledge. I shoot it from the hip. Nothing made up, no rehearsed. I just put on the board and show them. It don't make no difference which way we go. It's still be right.
Yes, sir.
Ain't that right? You can't throw me off. All we're going to do is go in this down. Whatever it say, that's what it says.
That's what it says.
I ain't even trying to make them say something it don't say.
That's right.
This is the book of Romans 15:4. Yahushua, they call Joshua 1:1. Listen to the book.
For whatsoever things were written aforetime
Tell them what was it written for.
were written for our learning.
So that they don't realize that. That's important for you. Know why, Chris?
Why?
Why you think they take white people and put them in school and give them the Constitution and teach it to them?
Written for their learning.
It's written for their learning. That we,
Through patience
that they through patience, they through conniving and stealing,
and comfort of the sufferer
and comfort a law that were made and predicated for them.
might have hope.
That's why you got something predicated for you. I ain't mad with white people because of that. It's a system set up.
That's right.
He's telling me, listen, that tells me, Leon, that whenever I go through and read, this is all for my benefit.
Right.
When a white man read and start with quoting Constitution, Pledge of Allegiance, guess what? This can't hurt me. It's for my benefit.
Right.
When he hears laws, they're for his benefit.
That's right.
See, you see how things work. So when you look and you start to hate people for what they do, understand what works for you. Why you think he came and brought you out of Mizraim and didn't let you keep Mizraim's system?
Didn't work.
It wasn't for you. It doesn't work for you. They tell you when you get elected official, get people that'll do what? Work for you. That was the purpose of giving you Kohans and Nabaim. They were to who? To us.
That's right.
The bar that they smoked was to who? It was for us.
That's right.
So when white people call the police, they come wide open flying. Guess why? It's for them and for
That's
their
right.
benefit.
That's right.
When you understand what things were set for you, then you become a better people, which makes you a better society and a productive people. Let me tell you what happened. Typically with health, people bad health, whatever it might be, a lot of it going to start with the digestive system. A lot of first thing you clean up too. Digestive system, bloodstream. Bloodstream important because that's the thing that got vessels that flow through the entire body. So if it gets something negative, something bad in the body, get in the bloodstream, it's going to go through the whole body. Mm-hmm. Hello? It's going to go through the whole body. Here's important when they come and get you gut, GI. You see when the lady asked me, she was worried about the GI?
Yeah.
I played steward, told GI, I know y'all think, Preacher's so dumb. I had to do that because otherwise you'll think more of me than you should, okay? It's gastrointestinal. That's what she was talking about, right? Because this is where everything starts at. Once it hits here, the mouth is the gateway opening to get the poison down to here. Mm-hmm. From here, everything gets distributed. It breaks down here and it gets distributed. This one, liver start getting stored. This one, kidney start getting weight. This one, we going to large intestine, small intestine. Everything gets distributed from here. This is basically the hub. This is the hub. So the first thing we have to do when he pulled us out, we have to do today, let's clean up the GI tract. Let's clean up the vessels, the bloodstream. Because this is the way everything navigates through. So if there's any poison thing, it's going to keep streaming through the bloodstream. They start telling us, I'm using Ab, come look at you. This twice I use it, twice a day. If you have illness, let's say a particular illness that's like blood pressure or diabetes or something like that, typically going to tell you this more or less it might be an inherited trait, which means we're going to go back and associate it to bloodline because we're going to start looking at the family. We're going to associate it with the family, saying this is a product of, and this is more or less the reason why you can't conquer it and you can't get rid of it. Got it? So they're going to associate and try to tie into your traces or your association with family. What we'll look at, what's the word for that? So where I think it's progenitor. That's inheritor. It's just basically like ancestor, connect to. I think that's the way you spell it. Progenitor is kind of put you as someone associated or inherited or direct ancestor of. That's what they do when they try to associate these diseases to you. They try to put it on your ancestral tract. Got it? This is how they get you, but they won't come back and ever associate your salvation to that. That's a progenitor. This is a direct ancestor of. So they'll go to blame faults to your family, which is kind of common now for us because our law teaches us about what? He visited Nicola the Arbors where? Upon the Benin. So you know what? There is some truth to it. They just don't teach it from an era or to a level to where we get the spirituality of it. See, now I find out there's laws bad at one point because now Alvin looking at who he needs to blame for this. Mother, father, whoever was the pork eater, whoever was the liquor drink, who was the salsa, hypothetical bronchitis. They can put this on her progenitor. Her direct ancestor, somebody who's a heavy smoker, whatever, they start putting things on. But now we go back to look at who put the cigarettes in the hand of him. Who put the pork in the hand of his progenitor? Hello? See, that's how we start to look at fixing the tract, the GI tract, fixing up the bloodstream through information. So we start looking at whatsoever things were written aforetime, how it was written for our learning. Then we start going back looking at where did the fault start at. Hello? Say it right quick at the 5th chapter of the book of Romans. I try to get y'all, I'm trying to move quick, get through and get y'all so you have some. One more thing you won't be able to lie on me on, but you'll lie anyway. Don't worry about it. Let me see what 5 and 9 says. Why I'm saying that. Let's see where you go. Listen to the book.
Much more then, being now justified by his dom, we shall be saved from wrath through him.
More or less so. See what 5 and 5 say since it started saying that. Listen to the book.
And hope maketh not ashamed, because the Ahab of Elohim is shed abroad in our lob by the Ruach HaKodesh, which is given unto us. For when we were yet without strength,
What happened?
in due time Mashiach moot for the Rasha. For scarcely for a Sadiq Ish will one moot,
What happened?
yet peradventure for a Tube Ish some would even dare to moot.
What happened?
But Elohim commendeth his Ahab toward us, in that while we were yet sinners,
What happened?
Mashiach moot for us.
That was something we consider. He went through something that natural people do. I remember we would go sometime and go do stuff. I had a friend come get me, oh, we had to go and handle this issue, want to go fight for somebody. First thing I considered was, what kind of nigga we were going to fight for? Was he a nigga even worth fighting? Going and even waste time to go for? You know what I'm saying? That was he looked at. He said, for a good person, for a person that, you know, there's a little excellent in behavior, he said, but let alone with somebody dare to do it for somebody that wasn't worth a dime. That's how we came in and realized that we had real value to us. He wants to understand the state. He said people won't do this for somebody that's a good person. He said people won't even dare to even venture off to even think about doing it for somebody that was a wholesome person. He said, but yet when we was in Qatar and we was in our worst state, Yahushua died for us. Hello? So we kind of understood when we talk about ahab, love, then we look at loving somebody not just in their best state, but when in their worst state. That's what makes it so significant what we have or what he set up for us. The fact that he was letting us know, you in your worst state when I came and got you. Did y'all know that? Did y'all know y'all was in a dying state? Yes, sir. Oh, wow. Come on. Y'all going to search your information? 16th chapter, book of Yekazakal. 16:1. Yekazakal. They call it Ezekiel. Listen to the book. Tell them how they were Abari. Listen.
Again, the Debar of Yahuwah came unto me, saying,
So what that mean? He told you again. And I've been before. Isn't that right? Why would he tell me that? That's right. That's how I have to see. That's how I have to among stuff. See, this is what happened. This is what people mess up at. When we're told something, as time goes on, we tend to forget it. But these were things that qualify statements. There's certain things you got to do to qualify statement. He said again it came to me. He said, well, one time he spoke to me. I'll ignore that. I'll ignore that. If you say one time he spoke, I'll ignore it. He said he came to me again. Hello? It ain't important to y'all that whatsoever things are written the fourth time written for your learning? Because this is supposed to give me the confidence of my hope. Knowing this wasn't a fluke. This stuff didn't happen before a fluke. One time I dumped. What did you just tell me? You ain't never dumped. You ain't never dumped before. Ain't on one time you did. You said one time, I never dumped before. I never dumped since. So guess what? I won't even pay no attention now. You said, man, I used to dunk all the time. That's different. You got what I'm saying? So he said, say one time he spoke to him, why didn't you get another witness? Why didn't he visit you again? All right, let's see what happened. You get a second visit. The book said, as it upon on the sheen wants to move. After this, what happened? That's right, the Mashpat, the judge man. And so the Mashiach was once offered to bear the Qatar minute. And under them that looked to him, I couldn't imagine the next word. Got to qualify your statement. Make sense? Second time, I got to get a benefit. Come on, listen to the book.
Ben of Ish caused Jerusalem to know her abominations, and say, thus saith Yahuwah Elohim unto Jerusalem,
What did he say?
thy birth and thy nativity
Is well.
of the Beth of Canaan.
See that? Now, is that where you started out at?
No.
No, you did not. You did not start off in Canaan. This is where Abraham went to, and he dwelt there. And he started telling you about Canaan. And listen to what he told you.
Thy Abba was an Amorite,
And
thy Aim an Hittite.
And what happened?
And as for thy nativity,
Which means when you got there, that means you mixed and mingled with people you were told not to.
That's right.
According to about the 7th chapter of the book, pick me up right quick. All our Hadabarim, 7 and 1.
Yes, sir.
Don't take that long. Run down, get understanding, we'll get out. Listen to the book.
When Yahuwah thy Elohim shall bring thee into the Beth, whither thou goest to possess it.
See that way you go to possess it. So if you go to possess it, what that means?
You don't have it.
And you weren't from there. See that? You weren't from there. Listen.
And has cast out many Goyim before thee,
Like what?
the Hittites,
Oh, goodness. Who else?
and the Girgashites,
What else?
and the Amorites, and the Canaanites, the Perizzites, and the Hivites, and the Jebusites.
What happened?
7 Goyim greater and mightier than thou.
What you want me to do?
And when Yahuwah thy Elohim shall deliver them before thee, thou shalt smite them and utterly destroy them.
What else?
Thou shalt make no berith with them.
No
nor-
covenant?
Yes, sir.
What else?
Nor shew rakam unto them.
Show mercy to him. What happened?
Neither shalt thou make marriages with them.
Because that's what a bereaved almost come into the similarity of.
That's right.
A marriage.
That's right.
Committed relationship. So now when he started to go back over and let you know what your abomination was, he told you where you were born at. Which happened to be Canaan, where Abraham was from.
Right.
Pick me up at the 25th chapter of Barashit, 25 and 1. That's what I want. Listen to the book.
Then again, Abraham took a
Make it
Ashah.
24. Listen. Listen to the book. Shouldn't be hard, ain't but a page flip. Listen to the book.
And Abraham was old
And?
and well stricken in age, and Yahuwah had Barak Abraham in all things. And Abraham said unto his eldest Abad of his Beth,
What did he tell her?
that Shar over all that he had,
That rule over everything he had.
put I amar thee thy hand under my thigh,
And do what?
and I will make thee Shaba by Yahuwah, the Elohim of Shamaim,
What you want me to swear I ain't gonna never do nothing wrong to none of your Aberdeen? Want me to swear I ain't gonna mess up the money and stuff you left? What you want me to do?
and the Elohim of the Arats,
Swear I ain't gonna eat no pork?
that thou shalt not take a Ashah
Wow.
unto my Ben
That's right.
of the Banu of the Canaanites, among whom I dwell.
That's right.
Let's see what happened at the 16th chapter again in the book of Yekazakal. They call it Ezekiel. 16 and 1. So what I'm trying to do is clip the GI, then the digestive tract, and then I'm trying to clean up what flows through our veins. And there are a lot of times the illness, it flows through. We got to try to go and clean it up. You know, people do that. People don't realize there's a lot of toxins and things that get inside of your bloodstream. And it'll play a part to why you have a lot of deficiencies. A lot of people's functionality is because of the toxin that actually go in their bloodstreams. A lot of it. A lot of it is from the different things that you eat, where you get your food from. They're quick to sell you a lot of stuff in aluminum and metals. Quick heat. I remember years ago, we had popcorn you had to put on the stove. It came in a little metal thing and cut it. In the country, how you did, you took that little top out and you cut, that thing pop up to that little,
That's right.
that metal pop up more and more, then you bust it open and start eating from the metal. See that? But that was the only way for me to get it inside your system and get it inside your digestive tract. And now you start having problems that you go get Rolaids for and Tums, which are antacids. Only bad problem about that, your stomach produces acids it needs to break your food down.
Right.
So when you put a Tums and when you put a Rolaid in, it don't know which one to stop killing. It's an antacid.
That's right.
Any acid, it'll kill it. So now it gets you with another poison. And your problem ain't the acid, the problem is the metal. We just quit. Anytime your stomach hurt, take an Alka-Seltzer. Take a Rolaid, take a Tums. So now we have to start looking at what type of food we take in. When Yahuwah brought us out of Mizraim, the first thing he started looking at was blood cleansers. He started looking at cleaning up the digestional tract. We're giving you a dietary law. Because think about it, he knew you need to clean up your digestive tract.
Right. Right.
Your digestive tract plays a lot of part to your unhealthy type behaviors and things that you have that you occur.
Right.
You didn't know that? So he had to get you and he had to stricken you down and give you a dietary law. That was one thing he gave us to clean it up.
Yes, sir.
You do diet temporary, but you call your eating a dietary law, which ain't supposed to be temporary. It's supposed to be permanent.
That's right.
Because it was going to help with your functionality. It was going to help with your health. Y'all got, he set you in places that would benefit you. Here, you were put here, it wasn't supposed to be a benefit. Hello? It was until you recognized, then I could bring you out. That's why Tony Smith had to spend, so I don't lie, we could have been out of here. You know why we couldn't be out of here? Look how much you didn't know.
Right. That's right. That's right. That's right.
Is this some stuff I just fabricate out of my mind? Just start talking about it, I know sense. I put it on the board. That's how I did with Throw It Against the Board. I asked people working insurance. We never had this conversation. They could have clearly got and told me, first of all, the man is completely wrong. It does not work like it never happened. So there's so many people involved with making sure they rip you blind and take you out. The insurance company and the other people that are doing investments. They can't afford to pay your claim because I need their money to play and buy more holes. I don't need them pulling that money out to pay your claim. Did you know that? They pull money out the market to pay claims. That's how you, what? That's why I hide my money at, in the market. That's also why I tell my lies that everything go wrong. I would do more than, listen, I would like nothing more now than to pay your claim. But the market crashed. And you actually believe all my money was in the market. But it sounds good. You bought it, so I sold it to you. You got it? My goal is to make sure we become more intelligent from the Ruach perspective and naturally. Everything we knew first was nature, natural. So you will understand how these physical forces were working against you. Hello? When they were told how they was, what was that, wrestle not with flesh and blood. Why would he tell them that? Why would he tell them they was not wrestling with flesh and blood? Because that's what they knew. When Yasharal went into captivity, when they came out of captivity, when they went into the place that he berith under them, covenanted with their abbas, they had to fight. They fought with people in chariots. You know, Dan couldn't run them all out. You couldn't believe why. They dwelt in the heart, and they had chariots. And he told you were wrestling with people in high places. So when he told us how we weren't wrestling with flesh and blood, that's all we knew. All we did was fight. Listen, Cam, you mind if I pass through him? Cam said, you come through him, I'm going to fight you. Cam, I'm just going to pass through, ain't going to bother that. Cam, I'm not trying to call you. You come through, I'm telling you, we fight. Cam, I'll pay you to come through him. For whatever I touch or whatever I get, we're going to fight. I can't win. I'm fighting Cam, this hypothetical. I'm fighting all these different entities. So now he told me, now what you're looking at, you fighting. You're fighting things that are of a Ruach type nature. You got it? But you understand it because of the attributes of all the wars you fought. All we had books of, that's a book of war.
That's right.
War. That's
right.
War. When you go through the book of Shaphatim, what is the word they use? Carnal word.
Judges.
So that means every time I went through, when I go through and read Shaphatim, I start writing the fights and the captivity. This was his judgment for me.
That's right.
Because of actions and ideas that I had got myself caught up with. You got it? So we read through, why do you think you read a book called Judges? He will let you know this was the sentence that you reserved, that you got because of behaviors. Chapter 10 right quick, chapter 2. They call it Judges, Shaphatim. 2 and 1, we'll run down through him. I'll finish up 5-9, finish up over here, come on. Listen to the book. Listen, y'all need to take a break, go to sleep. Really, that's on me, because I took up a lot of your time while I wasn't talking about nothing. Y'all go ahead and do that. Y'all do like a baby. Make your pallet, lay across the seat, whatever you need to do. I mean, I don't want to lose. I don't want y'all to think, oh, I'm going to go to hell. That's not why you're going. Tell the truth. I want them for the blame. And I'm going to sleep now. I'm going to go to hell. No, you're not going to go to hell because you're going to sleep now. You're going to go to Sheol because you've been to sleep too long. I'm telling you, that's what's killing us because we don't know. We don't know. It's time out for you being just a blunt idiot at this stuff and not knowing how the system works. Come on, 2 and 1, Shaphatim. Listen.
And a Malachi of Yahuwah came up from Gilgal to Bochim and said, I made you to go up out of Mizraim, and have brought you unto the Beth, which I Shaba unto your Abba. And I said, I will never break my berith with you, and ye shall make no league with the inhabitants of this Beth. Ye shall throw down their altars, but ye have not obeyed my voice. Why have ye done this? Wherefore I also said, I will not drive them out from before you, but they shall be as thorns in your sides.
You see that? Who they talking to? Adam. Why is it talking to Adam? That's how they understood it. See, the problem is when you start hearing judgment calls that he multiplied, you don't have no correlation. Hold what you got. 3rd chapter right quick. 3rd chapter, book of Bereshit, they call Genesis. 3:17. Let's move quick. I'm trying to get y'all through, but I got to have a conclusion. I want to just throw something on the board that can't stick. Bereshit, they call Genesis. Pick me up. 3:17. Listen to the book.
And unto Adam he said, because thou hast hearkened unto the voice of thy Ashah, and hast eaten of the odds of which I amar thee, saying.
So guess what Adam just done? Adam just did. Just messed up his GI tract. That's what he just did. He just damaged his GI tract. Y'all didn't know that? This is about an intestinal, this had an intestinal issue. He just told him he eating. Where did that food go? In his ears? His belly. Which means he just set up a new order from his diet, from his GI tract. You just established a new order from your GI tract. That's how dangerous it is for you to sit around and let people feed you. That damages the GI tract. Listen.
Amar thee, saying, thou shalt not eat of it. All is the adumah for thy sake.
You said curse is the ground for my sake?
Yes, sir.
What's going to happen?
In sorrow shalt thou eat of it all the yamim of thy kai.
What else?
Thorns also and thistles shall it bring forth to thee.
So what did they just realize when he just told them that he wanted to drive out the other nations? And they were going to be a thorn in their side. I've heard this before. I've heard this before. You'll tell me I need to clean up my GI tract. I need to watch my association. I need to be mindful of my conversation. Hello? They had a conversation about this. He said, she gave me an idea. How many times have you been guilty of just taking stuff because they gave it to you? Go to the restaurant. I had David outside. He asked me about that. He said, I want to know about too when I be out there. He said, I be at Costco. They'll have food and they'll give it. He said, is it okay if I eat it? I said, you can eat it. I said, I don't want it.
That's right.
I told him I don't want everything. I used to do it all the time. Get that buggy. How many of y'all guilty doing that? Ride, go slow. Them 4, 5. Damn. Do you would like to have, you like, what is that? Then play stupid like. Then you been wanting that thing. You hear that thing frying and sizzling. Soon, how many of y'all have bought that stuff, went home, and your stuff didn't come out like that? That's why I don't do it. It's an illusion. But see, but now I got to ask myself, Dame, what did they do differently to that? The reason I tasted, I bought it. But when I went home, mine didn't come out like that. Which means you induced me with something, with flavor and taste, to get me to get something out of this store for you. You see what I'm saying? A lot of times you are being enhanced by suggestive sales. You're going, hey, let me get a burger. That number 3, just to give me the burger. What fries? What drink would you like with that? I said, no, make it a Coke. I need to move the problem. Yeah, that's it. Make it a combo. Would you like to make it a combo? You're like, no. And they price it to where really is not a difference.
That's right. That's right.
Plus, you actually getting more.
Right.
I'm not getting more unless that's what I wanted and I got a deal.
Right.
If I only wanted one thing and I got tricked into buying something else and my cost went up, then I overspent.
That's right. That's right. That's right.
See what I'm saying? A lot of times, you'll think you're smart. You're really not smart. Right. You're talking about the better buy, this is food. The better buy is getting what I want.
That's right. That's right, preacher.
That's what I actually care. But think about it. You're so dumb. You're not intelligent. You're supposed to think long term. I only want the burger because I have something else I'm going to get later. I don't want to eat this other junk. It's going to get cold, I'm going to throw it, and the other stuff won't be good for me.
That's right.
But in order to get, how many people pull up just do a drive-thru just to get a drink? So a lot of times I can only sell it if I get you induced to buy it and sell it to you in a combo to get it out of here.
Right.
They get you because now they get you. See, I can tell you're a smart shopper. You're the bargain shopper. Make a fool out of you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Go stick a whole bunch of paper rolls in the towel and make it this wide. They got some more sit on here like this, and you went and got this one.
Right.
You only got this one because if you actually paid attention, you will look at your roll per count.
That's right. That's right.
This only have 46 sheets per roll.
Right.
You're getting 107 per roll.
That's right.
The reason why you ain't getting all these rolls because you actually have more. We put more on one spindle that they wasted time putting all these different spindles in their bag because you bought, because you thought bulk, bigger, bulk, better deal. And the whole time you've been played.
Yep. Yep.
How many of y'all didn't know that either? That's it. Well, one of the kids learned. That's good. I want him to learn. He's fine. That's what we're here to do.
That's right.
Listen, the more intelligent and the more information they get, the better shoppers they'll be, better business, better entrepreneurs, the better people that'll see and get an understanding of salvation.
Come on, preacher.
The less they know,
That's right.
the less they're going to encompass the knowledge
That's
or
true.
understand it.
That's right.
Y'all got it?
That's right.
That's how we work. Come on, so y'all understand what happened to Adam here? What was it going to yield him? Thorns and thistles. Because of what? Other influences. Other influences. Now come on back right quick to the book of Shaphatim, chapter 2. We're about 2, 3, 2 and 12?
3.
2 and 3. Shaphatim, they call judge. I'm going to get y'all finished. I got to get a point out right quick. Mr. Hood, don't, you know, because they'll think I don't know what I'm doing, I can tell you. Y'all don't, Chris, like, these people don't think I know nothing. They think something. I just be talking, man, because I ran. Look at him, ran out. I knew it was going to come. You know what he do? If he would have cut his sermon down to 15, 20, 30 minutes, he'll last longer. He's so busy worried about what's going on in the world. Nobody come here for that junk. The world is what got you in here.
Come on, preacher. That's right. That's right.
The world is what's controlling you out there. And I'm trying to help you break some of the control off so now Mr. Hood can get in.
Yes,
a lot of
sir.
times it don't make sense. Musha would have been so ineffective, he'd have sat down and tried to teach them people about the ways of Yahuwah inside Mizraim.
Right. Right.
That's not the system we're under.
That's right.
See, a lot of times you can't help people till you break them free.
Come on. Come on. Yes, sir.
That's not, you can't help them.
That's right.
Even Harry Tubman told you could have helped more,
Yeah.
wasn't it? She told him about it, but how did it benefit him? I got to get you away from it.
That's right.
Y'all got it? So in order to do that, I got to sit down and show you scientifically how they work, show you how things equate and how things come out, so you will be knowledgeable. So now you will be more informed on your decision making, more persuaded on whether or not this is for. A lot of people here, they don't know if it's for them. A lot of people watch it. This ain't for everybody. It's because of information. Because they think they're getting something when they go out, like they go to these parks and run these places. These places are monuments.
That's right. They are.
You were told to tear them down.
That's right.
You study, run out these parks, reading this shit they got out here in these signs or something. And the man done told you about this stuff.
That's
He
right.
told them to tear them down.
That's right.
Oh, but you love parks and dedicate. They don't know that stuff is monuments.
Yeah.
I've been
right.
teaching this stuff longer. They so hard-headed.
Yeah.
Always run somewhere going. I've been telling you to come out of Stone Mountain.
Yes, sir.
It ain't for you.
That's right.
He told you. These are these people. Do y'all know they sacrifice there?
Yes, sir.
Do y'all understand they hung people at Stone Mountain because it's a place for sacrifices? He told us they sacrifice on the top of every heart.
That's right.
Stone Mountain has a long history of killing black people because it's a monument. It's a place where you sacrifice bodies to their gods. I'm going to for a healthy part. I'm going to be healthy and run around the park. I run the mountain and exercise. I don't worry about that. Come Easter, they're on top praying to a God. Why they don't do it down on the ground?
Right. Right.
Why they don't do it on the ground? Why do they have to go to the top and do it? Nobody my stupid member. Waste more time to be arguing with me. They ain't got no better sense to argue with me. He don't want us to do nothing. He don't want. What do they do there? Why y'all think they carved them crackers on that building?
That's right. That's right. Yes, sir.
I try to teach these people, man, it's the hardest thing. I'm trying to get the people private so we can build our own.
Come
Let's
on.
build swing these kids can play without having
Yeah.
to worry about the detriment of being somewhere they ain't got no business.
That's right. That's
These
right.
people have plaques, all kinds of. You don't even go reading and watch who these people dedicate stuff to. What have these people done?
Right.
I'm just going for the healthy part. Look at the run, jump the gate. You retard. Nothing but retards around here. Retards. They started fighting me. Come on, finish this up.
Yes, sir.
Come on.
Wherefore I also said, I will not drive them out from before you,
What
but they
happened?
shall be as thorns in your side,
See that? See that, Adam? What else?
and their Elohim shall be a snare unto you.
The parks, they're monuments. They're movie theaters. That's all they got.
That's right.
They're opera houses. It's
Yes,
a
sir.
snare to you. Because only, you know who people go to stuff like that? People that's cultured.
Right.
You want to know another root word for culture?
Colt.
Cult.
That's right.
They so stupid. They ain't know how the root word did.
Yep.
You so smart. You so smarter than me. I couldn't beat you out there thinking. They use root words. Cultivate or culture is an added word. Cult. They beat them all the time. Tell them all the time, this just our culture. An easy way to tell you, baby, this our cult.
Right.
They hate me to death. You can hate me, but you better get right.
Yes, sir.
You better get right.
Yes,
There's
sir.
too much you don't know.
That's right.
Come on, finish this up.
And it came to pass, when the monarchy of Yahuwah spake these dabarim unto all the banim of Yasharal,
Nothing happened.
that the arm lifted up their voice and wept. And they called the Shem of that Malchum Bochem,
What happened?
and they sacrificed there unto Yahuwah. And when Yahushua had let the arm go, the banim of Yasharal went every each unto his inheritance to possess the Beth.
What happened?
And the arm served Yahuwah all the Yamim of Yahushua, and all the Yamim of the Zakan that outlived Yahushua, who had seen all the great works that Yahuwah that he did for Yasharal, and Yahushua the Ben of Nun, the Abad of Yahuwah Mut, being 110 years old.
What happened?
And they buried him in the border of his inheritance, in Timnath Heres, in the Har of Ephraim, on the north side of the hill Gaash. And also all that Tuladoth were gathered unto their Abbas. And there arose another Tuladoth
That did what?
after them, which knew not Yahuwah.
See that? Now you got to look at what white people don't learn how to do to you. All they needed to do was, Yahushua needed to die. Not only him, those 12 apostle guys too. The ones that claim they were eyewitness of his majesty. Because then there will rise up another Tuladoth generation that wouldn't be knowledgeable of it. Listen to what happened.
Nor yet the works which he had done for Yasharal.
What happened?
And the Banim of Yasharal did Rasha in the sight of Yahuwah.
You wondering why? You wondering why you committed? You want to know why you're an abomination in his sight? Because you're dealing with people that hadn't known.
That's right.
You're dealing with people that hadn't been taught. Why do you think the Nebuah came in today were all going to be taught of it? Right
Yeah,
there,
no.
Chris, you just read it. Why?
They didn't know him.
Because they served him all the Yamin that Yahushua lived. And after his move, the Zakan that was with him who were eyewitnesses, that's what Cup told you. We were eyewitnesses.
That's right. That's
They
right.
were there to keep people, and they were a bearer to the people and a protector.
That's right.
So the people had somebody that was knowledgeable about behavior. The people that give, and they're not knowledgeable no behavior, Mr.
right.
Rule.
That's
Why
right.
you think you're in this detriment you're in?
That's right.
Because you're dealing with people that hadn't known. I hadn't,
Seen,
ear hadn't,
heard.
hadn't even entered into the laws of
No.
them. The thing Elohim had prepared for them that are harvest.
That's right. That's right.
Hello?
Yes, sir.
That's what they count on. They're banking on you being stupid. Listen to what happened.
And the Banim of Yasharal did Rasha in the sight of Yahuwah, and served Balaam. And they forsook Yahuwah Elohim of their Abbas, which brought them out of the land of Mizraim,
What happened?
and followed other Elohim of the arm that were round about them.
See that? What you think happened with you being in America? Nigga be Buddhist, nigga be Hindu. You got more nigga with these Arabs than you thinking. It don't even fit you.
That's right.
But what else you do? When in Rome,
That's the Romans.
why the Romans don't try to become like you?
That's right.
They went to Africa. Why they didn't do as the Africans?
Nope. That's right.
How did that work? When in Rome,
Do
me,
it.
why we got to do like them? Come on, preacher. When in Rome, do it the Roman. Why the Roman didn't go to Africa and do it the African?
That's right. That's right. That's right.
Why the European didn't go to Africa and be it the African?
That's right.
You always get sold the bad ideology.
Yep.
How many of y'all heard that before? When in Rome, do it the Roman. When you seen white people come and do like you?
They don't.
So why you always accepting other people's statements? It's because you've never been challenged to come up with your own or to question. Nobody ever questioned before. Nobody ever asked why. I remember we went to Sweden and we went to a pizza place and I ordered a pizza. I told the man what I wanted a pizza. He just stood there. I was like, what's the problem? He said, nobody ever changed it. I said, what? He said, they don't change it. He said, get it like it is. I said, I don't want it. This what? Listen, that man, listen, he will blow the way. That white man, he will blow it away. He said, nobody ever changed it. He said, they get it like it is. I said, well, I don't want it. They had to try to explain to him a bit. They were like, listen, make him the pick. The man, they're trying to figure out, like, what is he doing? Everybody gets it like it is. I said, this is scary. I like, this is scary. I'm saying, you telling me I'm the first nigga you ever seen that told you you didn't want this? I'm thinking, are you serious? The man couldn't listen. He couldn't even write it down. The man was just sitting looking. He was just blown away like, you just messed up a whole system. You look at the menu, that's what you get. No changes. When we put it on the menu, that's how you're supposed to get it. That's how America treats. You can go to the restaurant and change something, but you can't change that in the system.
Right. Right. Right.
You see that? That's why the protests look overkill.
Right.
You understand?
Right.
Because because usually niggas don't question our authority.
Right. Right.
Usually niggas don't reject our killing.
Come on, preacher.
And all of a sudden now you pop up with this saying, stop it. What's wrong with you? You guys need to get yourselves together. It's called having our own mind.
Right.
Heresy. That's what they're calling now.
Yeah.
Heresy was a bad word for the Romans. They kill you for heresy. They did.
Right.
You know what one of the definition of it? It's called a free thinker.
Free thinker. That's
Do you
right.
know that the Greeks had a word heresy? That's what they call it. If you start spreading stuff that's different, you're spreading heresy. That's a bad word. They typically teach you. The real word meaning was you are a free thinker. You thought outside and differently than us, the majority. That's the white people. You hear somebody say, I'm a free thinker. Say, oh, heresy. I said, no, I ain't spreading no different doctrine. I'm just a free thinker. Heresy. Like, no, you calling the wrong name. That's what it is. Which means to be a free thinker is not bad. I just had to give it a bad stigma.
Right.
I had to call it something that sounds like you're against government. You're against right. That's how they take your power when you don't know. Hello? When you don't know. Hello?
Yes, sir.
All right, come on, finish this up so I can get finished. Come on. Listen.
And bowed themselves unto them and provoked Yahuwah to anger.
See that? Listen what happened.
And they forsook Yahuwah and served Baal and Ashtaroth. And the anger of Yahuwah was hot against Yasharal, and he delivered them into the hands of spoilers that spoiled them, and he sold them into the hands of their enemies
Now you look
round
at
about
that.
them.
That's your testimony, ain't it?
Yes, sir.
So let me ask you a question. How did you get in the ships and you got him?
So,
Wow. Wonder why? Because the people that knew Yahuwah, that were not with Yahuwah, died off. You know this didn't happen when Mushah was alive.
didn't happen. That's right.
This happened after.
That's right.
See, you start looking at when a lot of your detriment happened is when you lost people that you could source information from. You got it? That's how white people got you. They took your supply. And when you were vulnerable and you were without, you made bad decisions based off of, I just wasn't knowledgeable of.
Right.
A lot of people bought housing, got bad interest rate, wasn't knowledgeable of.
Yeah.
Let me tell you when black people buy houses. It's not even a conversation of your loan. You will get a 30-year loan. They'll have a conversation with you about a 15-year loan. The average of you guys own homes, where you at? You have an FHA loan.
Right.
If you don't, raise your hand.
Don't.
If you don't have an FHA loan, you don't have one because you own your home. You don't have an FHA loan. Yours is through the government, which is probably going to tie to FHA. It's an FHA loan, the government. All that means the government said we'll step in, we'll buy it. Do y'all not know with the FHA loan, they won't even let you get a 15-year loan or a 10. See, black people don't know this stuff. I come to teach y'all this. You don't get niggas that kind of loan. FHA is 30.
Right.
You could pay something extra and cut it down, but we're not going to give you that. Plus, they're going to talk you into, why you going to lock yourself into something like that
Right.
and pay more? Because if you do the interest, you'll find out you'll save sometime $100,000 or more.
That's right. Over the course of
So
the
they purposely lock you into a FHA loan,
Yeah.
which means that you're going to pay a PMI insurance.
That's right. That's
Which
right.
is going to be an added cost. So while you're saving, you're losing.
Yep.
Because you're going to pay another $129 a month that you're going to throw away in interest.
Yep.
That you won't lose. And no one's going to tell you about it until you pay too long.
That's right.
And say, do you know that you can come back and get your PMI draw after you've already paid it for 7, 8, or 10 years and it should have been gone?
Right.
See, niggas always think stuff is a benefit to them. I ain't really put that much money down. I got a loan for my house, and I don't want to pay all that money and get a conventional, because the conventional will allow you to get a 15-year or 10-year loan.
That's right.
Strenuous, but you pay off and you save hundreds of thousands of dollars
That's
over
right.
the life of the loan.
That's right.
And you don't get the PMI. How many of y'all
That's
didn't know this? This is
That's
why
right.
you come here and you pay me.
That's right.
Because they don't teach you this. No mortgage is going to sit down and talk to you about getting on 15. Only if you're white. Whites are off of that. You don't even know that you can even buy down points on your interest rate. The rates are 3.75. Just say, you know you can buy down your points and get it less. And you can ask them for a lower rate. Why would you ask? If I just told you the rate was 3.75, what is the rate?
3.75.
The rate's of 3.75. Emmy is a lower rate.
Is that lower rate?
What did I tell you it was?
3.75.
So you shouldn't be asking me that. Here's still a lower rate, nigga.
Always.
But we don't have that conversation with niggas. That's the rate we give you. White people know that nothing's in stone. How's it gonna be in stone when I lied and put it on paper?
Right.
Dave, you know this is in stone. We wrote it on paper,
Right.
Dave. How's it in stone?
Right.
These are not even literal conversations that make sense. It's in stone. It's on paper. I'm probably sit down for a little while and let them teach, because I'm losing it. I'm all over the place. I have no real directive to where I'm going. I don't know what's going on. Because I really told you a lot of stuff today that we shouldn't have talked about. And there'll be other things that we'll talk about, because you just need to know how you function. You didn't know that. How many of y'all have an FHA loan? When does that been important for you to know that? That you could discuss with them, and you need to call them Monday morning. And you know what you need to have a conversation about? There's a lower rate right now at 2.9. Not only that, if you've been paying for this house for 5 to 6 years, you can get them to take the PMI off.
That's right.
Which can save you another
Yep.
$100 or $129
That's right.
a month
That's right.
that you're paying in wasted fees. You have an FHA loan. It's insured by the federal government. How you think? Let me ask you a question. How many of y'all have insurance? How many of y'all have free insurance? So if you have an FHA loan that insured your house, how do you think this insurance is getting paid?
You paying it.
But do you know after a period of time, the federal government says, listen, the nigga Tony had been paying this loan for 7 years and hadn't foreclosed on nothing. We out.
Yep. That's right.
It's yours now. And now guess what happened? They dropped the PM.
That's right. That's right.
But since you don't know and you don't ask, that's been my mortgage statement every month all my life. Why would I go and ask Mr. Whitey, can he take a PM out? Now I can ask him, he R. Kelly, will he pee on me again? But I can't ask him to take no PM out because I'm not smart enough to have them type conversation. Hello?
Yes, sir. That's right.
I just want to make sure my people are knowledgeable, better equipped. So when you better out here and knowing how things work, you can come in here with a freer mind. The reason why we went and we looked this right quick, if you read down through this second chapter, you're going to start to fall into you're going to see all the tales of all the captivity going to fall into.
Right.
And I know what the problem was. You just learned to ride the rip. Other influence.
Yep.
Other inhabitants. Y'all got it? This was their problem. And they continued to fall into captivity 18 years, 49 years. All you know is Mizraim 470 when they went into 70 when they went into Babylon. But they went into captivity for 18 years, 14 years, 49 years. They constantly fell. And what the key was, lack of knowledge. That's what we got to fix. Lack of knowledge. So you got a lot of information there to think about, look at, and consider. Can't continue to sit around and let people make a fool out of you. Y'all got me? Yes, you come in and you can't hear because you're trying to get some intelligence. I want you to get it.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Who insists you get it.
That's right.
See, what you come in to get supposed to be a benefit to you. If what I give you can only work in here, it's really not beneficial to you. You don't pay your mortgage in here. You don't live in here. You don't have insurance in here. All your stuff is out there, so you come here to get equipped, so you're not ill-equipped when you go back out here and you start functioning. Try to hang in there, Mike. You stay up too late trying to eat. I might look like I stay on them a lot, and I do. Because you know what? We have a system of failing men.
Yeah. Yeah.
Failing men. And they're only failing because we hadn't took the time to stay on top of them to show them where their errors are. When he told Yahushua to cry,
aloud,
spare,
not,
lift up your voice like a
shofar,
so they would know to assemble, or they would know that it was danger, it was war, and shew their transgression, where they all at, and the house of Jacob, they know where their sins are.
That's right. That's right.
Hello?
Yes, sir.
A lot of our men are failing because they think that's the excuse. They think that's the norm for us. We have a bad stigma. These women will tell you, they tell the man, I don't want no black man. Black man sorry, black man worthless, black man make excuse. I don't want no black man. Your man come home, all he complain about what the white man doing. White man got a hell done. Leave your home. My family, I never come home and talk to my wife. She got to ask, I never come have no conversation about no white for holding me down, keeping me back. That's impossible. My strength ain't even known. It's not possible. Why would I let these people hold? It's not possible. I try to teach y'all how to navigate. You have to give them that. We went through that. That's how they socially held us back. Man, Emma, what's going on, man? Emma, man, you know, Crocker killing me, Crocker holding me down, Crocker won't let me do nothing. Now, he got that energy. He got that. Go talk to us how you doing. You got to give him that. A lot of you got to give him that. That's just being honest. You have to give them that. You got to surround yourself with people that have a more positive mind that actually believe what they've been told. Caleb, a man that's more popular and famous with us, who was told concerning what Yahuwah was going to give him. 40 years later, when it came to him.
That's right.
When he asked Yahushua, he told him to let him go into the bed that the Isha Elohim had already shouted to him. He said he was well able to do it. He said, here I am, 80 years old. He said, I'm as strong this day as I was when I heard.
That's right. Yes, sir.
He said, if Yahuwah be with me, I'll drive him out.
That's right.
80-year-old man went in because of the confidence that he had in Yahuwah's Debar.
That's right.
So what's important for white people, what's necessary for white people, is to keep you from getting confidence. And you deal with weak-minded people with no confidence. Yahuwah hates stuff like that. In the 13th chapter of the book of Bamidbar, when they went up and they saw the best, and they brought back and said, this is the fruit of it. Just like he said.
That's right.
But he said that they came back and brought a Russia report.
That's right.
Told them the people were too many. They got soldiers. They got people stronger, bigger than us. And we looked at them and looked up. We was in our own sight like grasshopper. But Caleb still the people.
Yes, sir.
Tell them we be well able.
That's right.
He didn't want to hesitate. Said, let's go up now.
That's right.
So their defenses was down.
That's right.
You can't fight these people. They get back on their feet and get strong. You got to fight them while their defenses down.
That's right. That's
They
right.
don't wrote out check. They overextended soldiers.
Yes, sir.
Police are tired. They got coronavirus.
That's right.
Their defenses down.
Fences down.
Let these crackers get healed up and well up. They're going to be worse. Their last estate going to be worse than the first.
That's right.
I got men that can't function. Got men that operate in fear. I got men that got eating disorders. And they'll use that against us. There shouldn't be a problem to you that's other than our women don't have a protector. Our children don't have sufficient fathers. And our brothers don't have a brother that can watch their back. It's not a problem. It should be a major problem. It's a catastrophe. Failing men only leads to our decided just breaking down even more. More dilapidated black homes. More kids product and prone to prostitution, prison, and drugs and gangs to dead end, and then you hit the grave. Shouldn't be a problem you see brothers do this. Long as you just be you. It's important for you to be you and me to be me. And that's where our strength come in from. We'll do just like Malcolm Yah taught us. We'll keep working and we'll keep our weapon in our other hand.
That's right.
And when we hear the Torah, the Teruah, that's where we'll come and we'll assemble.
That's right.
The old people in downtown Atlanta, the old people in Minneapolis, they heard the Teruah.
That's right.
And that's why they assembled.
That's right.
They heard in Minneapolis, I can't pray. That's a cry for help.
That's right.
They heard it.
That's right.
They heard the gunshot in Brunswick, Georgia. They heard Oregon in New York. I can't pray. That's a cry for help. Hello? We got to do like EU told. We got to open our ear to discipline.
Discipline. Yes, sir.
I'm trying to clean up these digestive tracts. Clean up what's kind of flowing through your veins. Y'all hear me? We got illness. What you think they got us sitting here and we so laxed? It's because of what they fed us. Because of what they fed us. You don't feed a fighter no junk like that. You use the ball. We eat about a couple of Big Macs the night before the match. Amazingly, you have to train, you have to change your eating with the training. Especially coming, and the closer it comes to the fight, the more condensed your diet has to be. You get ready to fight, and you ain't even conditioned. That's how you win in the war. It's only because you haven't been trained. Daoud saw this and looked at, we're going to have to fight. We had lost the Malak. They killed the Mashiach, Elohim, and the book told not to touch him. It wasn't there for nobody was supposed to touch him. And when Daoud saw it, he said, teach him. You got to teach him. The use of the bow.
Yes, sir.
It was written in the book of Yasha. Which meant now there's going to be some condition and some training. I just can't give you a bow and let you shoot. I got to show you how to use it.
Right.
And the further the distance, the more you got to be able to pull it back.
Right.
So you have to be strong.
Right.
You got to be equipped and taught how to fight. Hello?
Yes, sir.
You got to understand longitude and latitude.
Right.
And all that, you got to understand attitude.
Right.
If Yahuwah going to fight for us, we're going to have to be in a condition, something acceptable where he'll acknowledge us. When we went in the book of Shaphatim and we looked through it and we look at what happened, Yahuwah didn't acknowledge us because we didn't acknowledge him.
That's right.
Hello?
Yes, sir.
Your behavior wasn't conducive towards salvation. Your behavior was conducive toward going away from it. And because you rejected him, he rejected us too. Hello? I'll finish y'all up. Come on, give me the 3rd chapter, book of Philippians. I'll let y'all go. I know less stuff of him. We'll let y'all go. I hear you long enough. Happy Shabuah coming up. Y'all can also vote if y'all want another pastor. Or if y'all want to go to church tomorrow. Philippians chapter 3. I see 3 and 11. Let's see what that's saying. Let y'all go. They're making that noise, and brother can't take that. Come on, bro, that thing tight. They don't like that. They don't like that. Listen to the book.
If by any means I might attain unto the resurrection of the moot, not as though I had already attained,
What happened?
either were already tamim.
But what happened?
I follow after, if that I may apprehend that for which also I am apprehended of
See that?
Mashiach.
See that? He's trying to look at taking on eternal life, as we call it. He looked at a couple of things that had to be preconditioned in order for the post-condition to happen. He was trying to obtain the resurrection. Then he realized something. I hadn't achieved that yet, but I understand things have to be in a kind of a perfect order. So he said, what I'm doing, I'm pursuing to try to obtain that which I'm apprehended of, that I might apprehend. Apprehend only means they said we've apprehended the suspect. Basically, we've taken into custody. You got it? We have it in somewhat of a control factor. And that's what he's looking at. I'm trying to apprehend that which I'm apprehended of. Listen.
Also I am apprehended of Mashiach Yahushua. Akim, I count not myself to have apprehended, but this one thing I do.
Doing what?
Forgetting those things.
Forgiving or forgetting?
Forgetting those things which are behind.
Who we look at?
Luke.
Luke. See that? You got to have association. How you just jump up and forget something? What was his connection to him? Basically, that was almost like his everything. Well, he said he forgot. They were told not to look back. She did. So guess what he had to do? You know how we know he did? Because you don't find it in writing where he had no more discussion about it.
Right. That's right.
It was almost like you didn't forget it. Believe it, like he forgot about a nigga.
Yep.
He said, that's what I had to do. He was trying to apprehend that which he was apprehended of. Remember, he said he lingered. And while he lingered, they took hold of him.
That's right.
Isn't that right? They took hold of him. So now he talked about following after. He had to go behind it. He was trying to press toward the mark. Yahuwah wanted him to flee to the mountains, then to the heart. He was pressing toward the mark. They told me, you have to get out of here. Goodness, are y'all all right? Yes, sir. Listen.
And reaching forth unto those things which are before, I press toward the mark for the prize of the Rosh calling of Elohim in Mashiach Yahushua.
Listen.
Let us therefore, as many as be tamim,
Do what?
be thus lob.
See that? Had the same law. Had that same mind. Because he also went to tell about letting this mind be in you. This law, which was also in the Mashiach. Listen.
And if in anything ye be otherwise lob,
What happened?
Elohim shall reveal even this unto you.
That's how we look at the teaching. That's how we'll know whether or not our decisions are right or not, because we're going to measure them out according to the word, not our own dictation. See, how we measured our stuff before been based off of how society was. What society deemed as good, lawful, and then what society come in and say this is bad, this is evil. That's how we've always judged things. We never looked at the book to be the criteria or the deciding factor on whether behavior is deemed right or wrong. It's what society has said. And society changes all the time. The same people that sit around, our book taught us adultery. They put in adultery. They put it on the books. Adultery is against the law, but they don't prosecute. Except for when they want somebody, they want to use it on them. Most of y'all don't know. How many of y'all didn't know adultery is on the book? That's the law. You commit adultery, you're supposed to go to jail. It's a law. They just don't use it because they are lawgivers and breakers. Because they know when they put the law out there, white people know it's not for us. It's for you.
That's right. That's right.
That's how they beat you out every time. That's how they can feel good about it. You say, man, how they can sit there and do that? I didn't make it for me. I made it for you.
That's right.
That's how I hold you down and keep you back. That's how I make you feel bad about yourself. I made laws that's not conducive to Yahushua's law, and I use it against you and make you think some of my laws are his laws, and this thing, you know, you condemn. And that's why a lot of us quit, don't go, give up, sitting in a state of, you know, a bad stigma, because all of your beliefs and understanding about you and about the existence of Elohim, who you knew as God, came from your oppressor.
That's right.
Can you imagine that? Can you imagine that? Everything about you negative, you got it from him. Listen.
Nevertheless,
What happened?
whereto we have already attained, let us walk by the same rule.
See that? So I can never get to where he at. He already there. He apprehended, he finna get the resurrection. I can't get there. Why would he tell me to walk by the same rules? The opportunity for anyone wants to make it. Well, they told her, how you gonna get there? Because we never even thought when we read. The man just said, let us walk by the same rules. That means this is something you can know, something you can become knowledgeable of, and something you can perform. That gives you an opportunity to salvation. That's what you never had. He gave you bliss, small parts and bits of. He never gave you no complete whole truths. He didn't allow you to even think. You're supposed to read it and pray. Everybody know that. Look down at your Bible. Anybody got them? Look at it. Just look at it. All right? Then look back up and close your eyes and say, teach me. That's it. You'll get it. That don't make sense. The man told you that I'll give you more ray. Teacher, after my own law. Pastor, well, after my own law. Who gonna feed you with knowledge and understanding?
Yes, sir.
They don't feed you. And why would you be sitting there just praying when you read and ask him to do that? It makes sense. It don't make any sense. He never told you. Where did you ever read? He said, read and pray. Pray about it. Did you pray about it? Who told you this? So now when you go to him with this, he got to ask you, who told you this? In the first chapter of the book of Yeshua, they call Isaiah, we talk about these people, he said, incense and abomination. He said, your Kodash, which is, you know, they call New Model, he said, my fathers hate it. He said, away with it. It's iniquity. He said, when you come before my altar to spread your hand, he said, who told you to do that?
Right.
He cut us down. He said, who told you to do that? But he did tell us to come, and that's what was again?
Reason.
That means let's look at this thing sensibly. That means you do have a brain. You think about your creator, the man that brought you, want to actually sit down and say, let's get you and I sit down and consider. Both of us look this over and see what makes sense. They never told you that. Whatever the Lord wants, whatever Jesus say, that's it. You ain't gonna believe it. Just because he said it. That's enough for me. Gave you something to make a fool. That can't be enough for me. Why would he want to sit down and reason with me?
Right. That's right.
That's not a rationale because he said it. I got to understand in order for me to do it. If you want a certain behavior for me to perform, I got to be knowledgeable of. That's right. They just taught you, listen, you don't question Lord, you just do it. Why would Abraham ask you who about going and destroying the whole city of Sodom and Gomorrah? Because you know why? You ain't going to believe it, Lee. It don't make sense. You will go and you will kill all those people. He said, I'll spare it. You ain't going to believe it. They reason about it. All you want to know, I'm just trying to make sense out of it. You will go and you will kill 40 people for that? I'll spare it. Hold on for a minute. I'm just be sure. What if it's 30? Do you understand that's reasoning? I can't believe you. That's stupid to do some stuff. I wouldn't follow you. Let's reason together. I'm just trying to make sense out of it. When he got down to 10, get them out. I'm going to kill them all. And that's all. If it's 10 and less, I'm not going to keep it. I'm going to destroy it. They sounded real. And you don't see what Abraham said. Man, that's stupid. I still don't think it right. We talked about it. It makes sense. It ain't worth keeping. But you've been told you don't question. You pray sound and shut your mouth and just see what the will of the Lord is. And that's why you never progress. You only digress. My goal is for us to get better. Come on, finish this up. Listen. Still third chapter of Philippians. Where we at, 14?
16.
16. Listen.
Nevertheless,
what happened?
Whereto we have already attained,
let us do what?
Walk by the same rule.
Let us do what?
Mind the same thing.
Tell them what happened, son.
Akim, be followers together of me.
And do what?
And mark them which walk so as ye have us for an ensample.
He said, let them be a sign. See that? Those people can be a sign to you too. So when you watch these bad people out here doing things, those are signs. He said, mark them. He said, you got up for an example, so you're going to X out everybody else that you don't see keep these same criteria. He said, put an X on them. Mark them. Listen.
For many walk, of whom I have told you often.
And do what?
Now tell you, even weeping.
That's the second time. That what happened?
They are the enemies of the truth of Mashiach.
You know why he probably was weeping when he was telling it to him? When they told to cry loud and spare not, lift up your voice like the root and do what you're supposed to be doing. He said, I told you before, now I'm telling you weeping. So I can show you their transgression. That what they are, son?
Enemies of the truth of Mashiach.
See that? So when I identify these people, I say they're not working for, they're working against. You keep thinking, all of these people wrong, we all work with the self-same. We're not working with the self-same person. He said, mark those people. They're enemies. Right. They are your enemies. And they're our enemy, that means they're Yahuwah enemies. That's right. That's what he told Abraham. I'm going to barak you, and I'm going to curse whoever curses you. That's right. I'm going to be an enemy to whoever enemy to you. Listen.
Whose end is destruction.
That's what you got to consider when you choose to take on these different walks of life. Whether it's fornication, hatred, bearing. We talked about a little bit Wednesday night. We read the 5th chapter of the book of Galatians. When we start going through, we didn't finish. Most High willing, we'll get around to dealing with that some more. But you start looking, he named these things because you were supposed to mark these people. Because you know where their end is. I seen somebody do that before too. They came to an end. Gamal was one that actually taught us about that too, before we got there. When he sat around and looked at the apostles, and they took the apostles and they were looking at, they were actually going to kill them. He said, you guys need to be real careful how y'all handle these people. Right. He started naming different events that happened that people rose up in different time periods and said, you know what, people follow them. He said, they all died. That's right. Others that followed the group, they were all dispersed, even to now. Now he said, now I'm going to tell you something. Now you need to refrain from these men. Yeah. Because if this work be a Elohim, he said if it wasn't Elohim, he said it'll come to naught. That's right. So that's how you do. You wait. He said it'll come to naught. He said, but if it be a Elohim, then happily you're going to find yourself have been fighting against Elohim. Yeah. That's why you got to be real careful when you make it. I just some of y'all move off doing stuff and thinking you rationally what you're doing. You not. You fighting against Elohim. That's right. Your end going to be destruction. That's right. Let them tell them why you're going to tell them the end going to be destruction.
Whose Elohim is their belly.
What happened to Adam? I seen this before. Yes, sir. I seen this before. You see that? Back to clean the GI tract up. Huh? Go figure. How we get back to the GI tract? Because your stomach, just like the appetite, when you decide something you want, it's because of a craving. A lot of people don't know a lot of your craving can come from bugs, what do you call them, parasites. How many of y'all didn't know that? A lot of times you begin to crave, woo, but I just want me some. A lot of times you get parasites in your body. They'll live in the GI tract. So now, when you have these cravings, you think these your own mind and will, you don't realize it's because of the parasites. Hello? Or the Jebusites, or the Perizzites, or the Canaanites. See that? All sites. Or because of some of the websites.
Yep, that's right.
Isn't that right?
Yes, sir.
All right. Or it could be from the satellite.
Yeah.
See, all these different controlling factors out here can put you in position where you can be outside the will of Elohim. Y'all got it? That's why he needed you to mark them and know them so you'll know what you need to stay away from. How many of y'all going to change your toothpaste now since you heard that today? Be honest, how many of y'all really you ain't thought a whole lot about it? Raise your hand up so people say it. That's how things are done for us typically. This is, and I appreciate that. Let's be honest, it's some more people. This is what they're afraid of. He's going to try to trap me up. Am I going to try to trap you up or you already trapped? Already trapped. That's how you get. So now what you don't realize, when you start learning stuff, for those, just say, using these three. Kayla raised his hand too. Kayla. So now if you don't change it, then you keep making these things become an inhabitor. It's an inhibitor where they're actually hurting you. Now you start to look at dieting where you take these harmful things out and you can see where you can start thinking with a more clear mind. Because between the food, the microwave, between some of the newer don't know, we don't use microwave. Just for the record, we don't use them. Yeah, we don't use them. We don't use microwave. We don't. A microwave, you look at the food, all a microwave do, it just kills it. Yep. What happens when you put those waves in there, it doesn't know how to warm up food. It knows how to kill the nutrition in it. So in that term, it winds up being harmful, detrimental to you. Now you become full, I'm full, but you got no nutrition. So now you do just put a filler in. See, that's what white people do. Now how they trick us again. You don't went to got your hot microwave sandwich. Man, I feel good, I'm full. Good, because you have no nutrition. See, food was meant to supply something. Right. That's why he told you about the word. We don't know it because of the word. If man wasn't supposed to live by bread alone, but by, that means that food had a nutritional value. Right. A value. You learn that from mathematics. You learn values by points and where you put it at, right? By decimals or commas, correct? So food has a value. So when he came along and told you to eat the whole roll, that would probably mean that the word had a value. So now, because you eat, become full, not nutrition, you get no value. You come here and it hurts you again because you should be eating at the bar and growing and it should be a benefit. It's not a benefit because you already have your lifestyle conducive where you do things for fillers, but you don't get no real nutritional value. So you don't look to get nothing from the word. Finish that side, let them go. Who's God? They say Elohim. God is their
belly.
Who what?
Kabod is in their shame.
See that? That's what they got now. This me. I'm out here and nobody gonna tell me what to do. What am I doing? I'm glorying in my shame.
Yep, that's right.
You know where that come from? The digestional tract. See, I can't have one that my digestional tract messed up, but I don't glory in my shame. You ought to be embarrassed. Because your digestional tract and what you already ingested, you've been taking in, you don't even know you're in a bad state. Tell them who mind. What do they mind?
Arat's things.
They only mind and think about carnal things. What about the end?
Whose end is destruction.
Whoa, Adam. Whoa, Adam. That's the conclusion of the whole matter. When you make these choices, you got to consider what's the end. It can't benefit me. I can't be controlled. I can't be leased. I can't think. I can't ration. I can't obey. What's my end? So why is the word not helping me? Because I'm only taking it for a filler and not actually nutritional. In the 6th chapter of the book of 1 Timothy, we're going to go get it. He talked about any consent not. You ain't gonna believe what he called it. Wholesome is something promoting something essential. So that means when I give you the word, it promotes something essential. You won't take it. 6 and 3. Let's see what he told me since I called it. 1 Timothy 6 and 3. Since I called, let's see what he said. I seen folks look at me, I quote stuff, they be saying, it ain't in that book, is it? That might be in the book of spells. I try to let y'all go. 1 Timothy 6, and about 3. Let's see what it said. Listen to the book.
If any each teach otherwise, and consent not to wholesome doctrine.
See that? And they see that? They see that? I don't care. That's what I believe. That's what I'm going to stand with. That's what I'm going to do. Tell them what he said.
Even the Dabarim of our Adon, Yahushua HaMashiach.
Because you need to specify which one. Is it your doctrine? No, he said even the one of Yahushua HaMashiach, which brings us into subjection. Listen.
And the doctrine which is according to Elohim.
Which means Elohim, listen, he certified it. That's what he told us about the being. The book said that the word became and dwelt among us. How do we behold it? As the only begotten of thou fuller Khan and Amat. That's why he told you, this is my beloved being. This is my word. I love my word. That's why he got a problem when you don't consent to it. Because it's about him, and I certified it. And you won't take it. What is it, son?
He is proud.
See that? Glorying in his shame. Tell them how much information they got.
Knowing nothing.
See that? I don't worry about. You think I worry about somebody knowing more than me? You can't even submit. You can't be intelligent. You're a dummy. You're an idiot. He just told me you don't know nothing. Tell him what's he doing.
But dotting about questions.
All over the place. What?
And strifes
What
of
happened?
Dabarim.
What?
Whereof cometh envy, strife, railing.
Why you think they get upset and get all pissed off and get it going? Can't be controlled, can't be censored. He just told you what happened to him. He said that's where it come from. Wholesome, promoting something essential. And you typically get that from your food that go in your digestion.
That's right.
So you got to ask people, what you been eating? What you been eating? Make sense? He just told you how it come up. You ain't been eating the right stuff. I think Mike, you be tired a lot, sleeping. He too young to be tired. You know what it is? It's his diet.
Yeah.
His digestional tract. He been sticking fillers in that ain't been promoting nothing that's healthy, which won't let him make conscious decision to do what he need to do. That'll be your destruction. He just told you they guarded their belly. He gonna mind everything. He gonna mind restaurant, packing in food, trying to keep eating. That ain't gonna save him. Da-da-ba.
That's right.
He got to stay on da-da-ba.
That's right.
Y'all snuck crack, don't you? Talk back to me. I heard that somewhere one day. That's being honest. See, that's on a carnal state, but you understand it now. Right? He's gonna lack energy, simplicity. He's gonna lack clarity. And all right, a lot of stuff just ain't gonna really be clear to him. Tell him, Mike. See, he just shaking his head. He really know what I say. He said, you know, he looked at preacher crazy. He gonna call me and have me on camera. That ain't the reason to do it. I need y'all to understand. I'm not saying that to try to kill him either. I'm saying that because this is how we're destroyed. The way to kill us is through the stomach. The way to kill us, because that's your energy source. So why you think it's so imperative that we took the debar? That was our strength. Because of the debar, our strength wasn't known. But once these people pulled us in and induced us, these people got us pegged every day. We all pegged. Got it? So we'll look to clean up and do better.
Yes, sir.
That's two?
Yes, sir.
That's good.